wild, wild. Wicked wild, wicked wild, wicked wild, wild west. Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider. No, you don't want nada. None of this. Six gun in this.
Hot damn 129, dude. We're coming in, baby. What up? Dude. Might be 120. I think it's definitely 129.
Dude, here's just a quick PSA on brats. All right? A lot of people don't know about brats.
Not the dolls.
Not dolls. We're talking brats.
Damn,
no, not those dolls. Similar, though. That's what they're named after.
Those hot dolls. Really?
Those super sexy-ass dolls.
Damn.
Why are brats? A brat doesn't want to win. They want to wrestle. They're not looking to overpower their dom. They're looking to challenge them. They want to end up on their knees. They just don't want to get there willingly. They want to feel that dominance and be overcome by it. They want to poke, torment, and tease until enough is enough, until they're on their stomach getting the spanking they richly deserve and want more than anything.
Yes,
dude.
That's just straight.
I think
brats.
my bae might be a brat.
Is she a brat?
Oh
All
my
baes
God.
are brats, dude.
That makes sense.
All baes are brats.
Well, I've heard of brat training before.
What's that?
That was like a fetish, where it was like brat training, where like it's the same thing. It's like you're your babe's just up there just the whole night just acting out. You got to be like, listen, and fucking brat correction.
Ooh,
that's a fetish.
That's
what that guy's describing.
That was an unknown fetish for the last one.
For what?
If I called her a brat, she got into it.
Yeah,
I was like, you're being a fucking brat, right?
Well,
like,
dude, that's the nature of a brat. You can't reveal them by name. You have to just like utterly dom them to her. Like, oh,
you have to dom them.
This is the spanking I so desperately want.
Oh man,
that's so
that guy's
weird.
so hot.
That's a hot,
what a
fucking
sexy
gay
dude.
guy. Definitely a hot gay guy, right?
No, I think he was into babes.
That guy was sending a message out to the dogs, dude. He was not.
You think he was trying to
babes.
find brat men?
Yeah, dude. No, he's a brat. He wants a daddy to come spank
see.
him.
I don't agree. You don't understand the universe of TikTok.
You're getting that from TikTok. Isn't that for people singing songs or something?
Kind of, but it's kind of like Vine, where it's just fucking the weirdest people on earth. There's a subreddit called Cringe TikTok, and it's so fucking funny.
I remember
it's all furries dancing to like fucking techno. It's weird shit.
I remember that was some guy that I hosted for some comedian, I forget. He was like posting. Is there another one of those too, where you sing your favorite song along to a camera? I think there's TikTok and there's another one. I can't remember the name of it, but he was showing me. He's like, yeah, check it. I like do songs and put them up, and he was showing me other ones. It's all like 16-year-old girls, and I'm like,
yeah, it's real weird.
I was like, you're fucking on this thing.
My niece was on it. I just saw my niece yesterday. She's on TikTok making some cringy fucking videos.
Hopefully the brat doesn't find her, dude.
So funny.
Are they really?
Yeah, it's so embarrassing. I mean, she's like
that's what it's for.
She's a little girl.
It's for little girls.
So she's making like she's like singing along to these fucking. It's so.
How old is she?
She's 12.
Oh, that's a perfect age for that.
Little chubby girl up in her fucking grandparents' computer room dancing.
Dude, that's
so fucking funny.
So that's wonderful. But then you get like this guy was
then
like
you get
a
that
headliner.
guy talking doms, dude.
You get that guy.
Yeah,
your niece is trying to watch other people dance. Someone's like, you're just gonna want to be spanked. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here with your weird bullshit. Knock it off.
Man, had a rough. Went home. Oh yeah,
you shouldn't be able to talk. I'm still fucking about. You shouldn't be able to talk about that kind of shit on like a little platform for little girls and stuff.
Yeah.
Why is that guy on there trying to get fucking boy pussy or whatever the fuck he's? I don't know what he's after. Could be pan.
I'm telling you, bro.
It could be pan.
The world that these people are in, that guy's after sniz.
You think?
Yes. There's like this whole like weird like goth sniz world. You know that fucking when they dance like? Have you ever seen them fucking?
No. Are you talking about like raver dance?
Yeah, kind of.
Sure.
Except with like those like gas masks and like tight sleeveless shirts and then Jinko jeans.
What?
And like neon green dreads. You've never seen this world?
That sounds like raver culture.
It is, except it's new.
Goth,
yeah, they do it
nuanced
out.
Raver
They like
culture?
dance in public.
What?
Yeah, man.
I always just thought they were just like boardwalk locals.
They could be boardwalk locals.
There was always some like hard, like very mysterious, like goths, like aggressive goths in the boardwalk locals.
Yes, but that was then. They disappeared. They went underground for a while, and now they're back.
Are they really?
There's some weird fucking like ska goth, reggae goth thing.
It's up to your parents, dude. If you don't want your kids to be like total fucking freaks, do not move to like beach towns.
Yeah.
I don't know
For
why.
sure.
It's like, this will be fine. Well, and it's like, dude, your kid just comes back and is like,
That's because boardwalks are like, I mean, some beach towns, like shitty beach towns, are just like if Spencer's was a city. Like fucking Ocean City and Sea Isle is like, yo, what if Spencer's was a fucking city?
yeah, their local economy is just like based on
Weed
like
t-shirts and airbrushed.
itching powder and fucking
henna
stink
tattoos,
bombs,
dude.
dude.
Get some tattoos.
Dude, that's the local fucking plies. Arizona iced tea, tall cans.
Yeah, man.
Damn, dude, just a purveyor of just utter fucking bullshit.
Like, it's not even like bad stuff.
Your
It's
kids
all
come
just
out.
shit.
There's kids are just hitting the oxygen bar, dude, eating fucking Mr. Softy.
It's just, it really is.
It fucks. It fucks
Like, it's
people
not
up.
like it's like cool, bad shit.
Yeah.
It's just shit.
Dad comes home. He's like, I've been selling keychains all day. Where's my
Yeah.
boy? He just had the boardwalk doing tricks with a yo-yo. Like, fuck off, tourists.
Oh,
It's a
man.
bad world. to
Beach
get into.
towns, dude.
Stay the fuck out.
Yeah, every beach town.
No, exactly.
Almost every one I've ever been to is filled to the brim with garbage.
Yeah. How does that happen?
I don't know. Again, it's all you put up enough
Like, I guess-
Spencer's gifts.
I mean, I think it just comes to like anyone who has any sort of like money or real say in their life would like be living down Sea Isle and have like an influx of like drunk morons, and then be like, all right, I'm gonna move. It's all
Yeah.
the people who can't move who are stuck there, and they're
Yeah.
just like crawling in. my
They're
skin.
crawling, dude. They're crawling in their skin because too much itching powder. They got too much itching powder down at the fucking bee walk, dude. They're fucking crushing funnel cake.
Yeah, dude. All you can do as a fucking local is just put your fedora on, dude, and head down there. Put your cut fingered gloves on.
Yeah.
Your fedora.
Oh, your big J gloves? Your dice gloves? Your dice gloves,
You might
dude.
have been both of them. Might have been locals, dude.
Dice seemed like a fucking boardwalk guy. We walked in the green room the first time we met Dice this weekend. He was like, what do you think Vince Papali's net worth is?
Oh yeah.
He's like, you're smart. He didn't even say hi to us. He was just like,
Yeah.
you're good with computers. Tell me where Vince Papali's house is.
Yeah,
Show
that
me
was
his house.
weird. That was a weird interaction. Well, I think it was also funny because like no one was excited to see him.
Yeah, no one gave him. It was just
Everyone's
like,
like,
it's
is
like
this
it's
fucking-
cool, but it's like, get out of the green room,
Yeah,
you
dude.
fucking geezer.
Like, it was sick. It was just.
It was
funny.
awesome. Dice was the man.
He's- dude,
without a doubt. That guy's fucking hilarious.
Clearly the man, but you have to understand, like 20 years ago, we would have been in awe if we Bill and Tedded ourselves and we were back there. We'd have been like, "Oh my god!" It's
Yeah.
Dice. We're just like, "Who's in that back?" I was like, "Dude, tell
Like,
Andrew
Dice is
get the
back there.
fuck
Do you want
outta
to go
here."
back there? I was like, I'll sit in the hallway. Just
Yeah, I was
tell
like,
me-
I'll wait.
Yeah, I don't want to be back there and stand and listen to him.
That being said, he was the fucking man.
Yeah, all that being said, Dice is without.
I
a
tried to
doubt.
stun on him, dude. They're like, I was out eating like, right outside, and the manager Ben was like, "Do you want to get a picture with Andrew Dice Clay?" And I was like, "Dude, just tell me when he leaves. I don't give a fuck." And then like 10 seconds later, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get a
Yeah,
picture.
you
I'm
gotta
gonna
get that
a picture
picture.
with the Dice man.
Gotta
Dude,
get that picture.
pretty tight."
Yeah, that was awesome.
How about him fucking making his Instagrams, dude, attacking Shafir?
Tossing us in it.
I was about to
Yeah.
double down, but like, yo, fuck this shit,
Yeah, dude. He was.
I'm
he's-
Team Dice. I
We're
don't know
just
what
sitting
the
back
beef
there.
was.
Oh, the reason it started was because they remembered me from Ari Shafir's party. That's when I first met them. So they're like,
So you met the Dice man?
yeah, but he didn't remember.
Gotcha.
So the lady he was with was like, you met him before. He was at Ari Shafir's party, and that without he didn't even say like, oh yeah. He was just like, Ari Shafir's a cocksucker, just like right into just like.
You ever been on his
fucking-
story show?
Yeah, he's like, does he still have that story show?
Dude, now that I think about it, Dice is the fucking man.
Yeah, just right away. And then he took his camera out.
was
Started
like,
filming
Ari
himself, be like,
Shaffir.
Ari Shafir should be a vacuum salesman. He's a piece of shit. Isn't that right, Shane? And then held the camera up to my face. I was like, I think Ari's pretty cool. Like, I didn't, come
I
on,
was about to
man.
ride with Dice just on
You should have
principle.
ridden
Just
with
be like,
Dice.
Fuck Shafir,
Yeah,
dude.
dude. Should be like team fucking Dice all day.
I am, dude. For the
I know.
record.
Dice is
He
the man.
focused on me, and I was like, yeah.
I showed Claire Dice a while ago. Like I was
Yeah.
showing her like comedy. First off, I showed her Bernie Mac, the fucking "I ain't scared of you" motherfuckers.
Yeah, yeah.
And she was like, "I don't understand why this is." I was like, "You don't understand why this is incredible." This set is like.
God.
She's right though about his material. His material in it is like doesn't even make sense.
No, dude, this is hilarious.
He's like. She's like, Bernie. He's like, yeah, that's my name. He's like,
Dude, I
you
thought
ever
it-
had pumpkin pie? Or he's like, does pussy taste like pumpkin pie? She's like, bitch, I ain't even have no pumpkin pie. Kick it. She's like, what's the joke there?
Well, the black
It's like,
people
hello,
don't eat, black
sex.
people don't
Love
eat
about a
pumpkin
cat.
pie.
Yeah, he eats fucking pussy and
He eats pussy. He doesn't eat pumpkin pie.
He ain't eat no pumpkin
If
pie.
you ask him what sweet potato pie tastes like, he'd be able to tell you.
He'd tell you.
Dude, he don't eat
Does
pumpkin
pussy
pie.
taste like pumpkin pie?
If you
I
offer
ain't eat no
pumpkin
pumpkin
pie to
pie.
a black person, it's offensive.
They get mad?
It's almost it's like the next thing to say in the N-word. If you're like, you want some pumpkin pie?
Why?
That's like the get out spoon, dude, hitting the cup.
You give him
You're
pumpkin
trying to
pie?
whitewash them, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, black people don't fuck with pumpkin pie. You ever have
They
sweet
ain't
potato
fucking
pie?
with pumpkin pie.
Did you ever have sweet potato pie?
That was it. I ain't had no pumpkin pie. Kick it! It's so good.
Because I'm blessed down there.
Yeah, I'm big boned it. I take it out, I'll block out the light. He's like, if I take it out right now, I'll block out the sun. Kick it!
Now think about it, his material
The material in that makes no sense.
I know.
Except when he's like, when she's riding you and answers the phone and you're giving her the dick. She's like, hello. Oh, and the joke at the end. His closer is so fucking funny.
What'd he say?
He's like, he like basically advocates snitching.
Yeah.
He's like, everybody in here thinks, he's like, wait, you serving time for another motherfucker? He's like, yeah, I ain't no punk. He's like, I ain't snitch. I ain't no punk. He's like, you in here for another motherfucker? You ain't no punk, but you a new fool. He called him a new fool. He's like, if I was in there, if I was testifying, he'd be like, Your Honor, that's the motherfucker that did it. I tried to call you. You didn't miss. I still gonna call you.
Yeah, dude, he is so fat. Special
That set-
is so
that
fucking
set
funny. His
is-
gear is out of control.
He's got airbrush picture of himself on his
Airbrushing
pants.
himself in Africa. Yeah, that dude was unstoppable.
Oh my God. That set, is the Bernie Mac
So
set.
your bae was just like, I don't think it's funny.
Well, she wasn't totally against it. I mean, she did. I mean, no matter who you are, you can't deny the
Sure.
pageantry.
Yeah,
And the fucking, I mean, the fucking, like, just the crowd going, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh,
like,
yeah, dude.
But especially, I made her rewind it. I was like, watch the beginning. Like, these people are, like, mad.
Yeah.
Like, people have their feet on the stage, like, leaned back. Like, just
Sign
like,
of aggression at a stand-up
this
show.
sucks.
Yeah.
And he came out just right away.
Dude.
He's like, I love sex. Love it by the pound. He's like, you imagine if they sold sex by the can? Motherfuckers be stealing it, shoplifting it. Kick it.
Yeah, that was like basically Bill Burr's Philadelphia thing when he came to a hostile crowd. Apparently
walked out.
everyone had bombed that night.
Yeah, that's what happened.
He came out.
They
Yep.
booed Dom Herrera. He throws that in.
Yep.
He's like, you boo a fucking legend.
Oh, it's so fucking
Yeah.
funny.
But I showed her dice also. And I was like, wait till you see this shit.
Bays
And
typically
bays
don't like
hate
the dice, man,
New
dude.
bays, new fools. All the new fools.
Oh, the new fool.
You ain't no punk. You a new fool. You a new fool.
They don't like the dice man, dude. I've tried to show her the bit about the nurse and the doctor, and they're just like,
Furious.
hey, what's so funny about that? It's just like, all right.
It's like, dude,
That's one of the funniest dice bits in the world.
which one?
He's talking to a nurse, and he's like, everybody's fucking nice. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I'm a nice, but I want to be a doctor. And he's like, you're going to be a nice, you fucking stooge, because you're a nice. Dude, it's so fucking. Well, you going to medical school? No. Then you're going to be a fucking nice.
Oh, that's a solid bit.
That's so funny.
Oh, dude.
Just him
Dice
saying,
Man.
nice. I'm a nice, but I want to be a doctor.
The one where he's like, I see you've done your homework. Well, so have I. And then he starts doing new nursery rhymes, and the place is like, holy fuck.
And that's what I'm saying. Then we went and saw him. We're just like, oh, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
And we're all just standing there like,
Yeah, hurry
all right,
up.
wanna get
Let's
the fuck
pack
outta
his
here?
shit up, dude.
yeah, he had a turkey sandwich in the fridge, and the girl would like start to give it away, and he'd be like, I might want that, and then he'd wait, and be like, nah, you guys can have that. Take that turkey sandwich. And I was like, all right, can you get the fuck out of here, please, man? Thanks for the pick.
Oh, man.
I took
What a
O'Connor's picture.
king,
I took
dude.
the picture with O'Connor and Dice, and I told O'Connor, he's like, where's that picture? I'm like, I deleted it. I was like, I'm going to delete it. Yeah, I gave it to O'Connor. That was
Yeah,
a solid
O'Connor,
effort
boy.
all weekend, dude.
Yeah.
The dogs on that lineup.
Oh,
that was
man.
fucking fun.
What a fun night. Both
God
nights
damn,
were
I
great.
actually have a...
All those, everybody that showed up, thank you.
yeah, dude, I have
Thank
a shout
you.
out. Right
Yeah,
here.
dude, I got some shouties. Fucking
I have one. I saw these dogs and I was talking to them. First of all,
shout out Bridget, my friend Bridget. She's been a fucking day one supporter, and I never shouted her out. Oh, look,
Dude, shout out.
Adrian Sandiker just joined us. Perfect timing, Adrian. You got a fucking shout out.
Who was that?
A lot of people don't get that on the page.
Oh.
Baron von Krumstick, what up?
Yo, Baron Von's a man.
Baron von Krumstick.
Dude, Booty and Tarpey, shout out, dude.
Oh yeah, they were
Booty
yeah,
and Tarpey?
Yeah, Booty and Tarpey are wild. Booty and Tarpey are the fucking dogs. Dude.
I think I gave them a box, too.
Tim Howard, Jason McCarthy, Nathan Lemon, Brett McManus, Jared Adams, Matty Todd, all the boys, dude. Yeah, John,
dude. How
Jaden.
about fucking Joe's box?
Joe's box. I fucking left those Joe's boxes at the Tower Pizza. I forgot the Joe's box, dude.
So, and this was a tough call. You know, when you're running an organization, you got to make tough calls, dude.
Yeah,
that's But someone approached us with they had a business where they want to supply people. It's a monthly subscription of basically pocket pussies and snacks, general snacks. And he was, they're trying to link, and I had to make the decision. I said, I can't, I cannot have sponsor overlords, dude. I can't have it. But I was like, your idea is funny enough to where I'll at least tell people.
We support Joe's box.
We support Joe's box.
For sure.
If you want a pocket pussy and
some Cheez-Its
snacks, go order Joe's box.
Yeah, dude.
Google, I think it's joesbox.net or something. It's a pretty funny. When he approached me, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we'll figure. I'm like, I don't want any part of it. I'll put it out there for you because it's a sick service you're doing.
Sick
for the dog,
idea.
Dude.
The dogs will love it, dude. There's like cookies and fucking fleshlights and shit. Go get it. Just gets a pocket pussy delivered to your house.
I just wonder, one a month, dude. That's
you're banging snacks, dude.
That's true. That's just
a lot of snacks. I mean, they kind of take care of themselves, dude. If you're banging that many snacks,
yeah,
you're gonna need some pocket pussies. They're gonna come in handy, dude.
That'd be tight. You gotta. He has to go international.
Yeah,
should go fucking Indian on that. Send that to India, dude.
Oh my god.
You start sending vagine, dude, over
snacks
there?
And vagine?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe send snacks.
Could be like a relief effort.
Send snack.
That should just, the UNICEF should buy him out. That should be like a standard relief effort. If you get trapped after like an earthquake, they just drop you like a fleshlight and some Cheez-Its, and they're like, all right.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I'd be fucking delighted.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be big.
They don't think about that. People get trapped in those situations, and they still got to come. It's like...
You still got to nut.
You got to eat and come.
Those Thai boys?
Oh.
Yeah, how long were those boys trapped in that cave? And those are young...
Thai boys are in the cave?
Yeah, those boys in Thailand that got trapped in a cave a while
recently?
ago. Yeah, it was like a soccer team.
Some sexy boys. You got to watch that.
Yeah, they were sending down dudes to rescue them, and the dudes would be like, I got trapped too. They just stayed down. They just stayed down for an extra few days.
There was just a door leading to the cave.
Just some Thai boys trapped in there.
God damn.
You know how much they were jerking off while they were waiting?
Oh, dude,
they were like 13-year-old Thai boys.
Oh, stop, dude.
They might have fucking flooded the place more.
That's Asia.
That's extra crumb, dude. There must have been a slick layer of cum.
There's nothing gay about having relations with an Asian sweet boy.
Are you sure?
You positive? Me and my brother used to go to a Thai restaurant, and there was a waiter. He was a
sweet boy,
certified Asian sweet boy, dude. My brother was like, "Yo, I'm giving you permission," because he would like make eyes at me. My brother was like,
"The sweet boy would."
The Asian sweet boy, the ASB, would hit me with like little Cupid eyes, and my brother's like, "Dude, I'm telling you right now, I won't judge you if you bone. The Asian sweet boys do not count."
Yeah.
You can definitely. It's no problem.
There's a weird undertone here of them not counting as men.
No.
But I'm saying there's something different. They're a unicorn. Asian sweet boys are something.
Asian sweet boys are something. You can
something from a different planet where they're just sexual energy just oozes out. Those butts, dude. You know how nice those tight little fucking sweet butts must be.
They're just so graceful. That's a problem.
And they're graceful.
It's what the fuck is that? Not the last. It was the Shogun, the book. It's the Last Samurai was based off that. They talk about the Willow World and how like these they'll in Japan they would like raise from the time they're children to be basically like prostitutes.
Sweet boys.
Sweet boys, sweet girls.
They would get the sweet babies.
Both. So then the lady who was like the head mistress or whatever would always talk about the Willow World, and like that was like something some people were just like sent into to live in, and it was like in the Willow World, like all these rules don't apply. Like if you want a little sweet boy, they'd be like basically telling the girl. I remember at one point she was training her. She was like, they might request a little boy. They might request like a boy, and they were like, this is the Willow World. None of the real rules apply. It's totally natural. And they'll go out and like go do their government posts.
What do you think of that?
It's the Willow World. That's probably where my brother got all that fucking wisdom about the sweet boy.
Yeah.
He was like, it's the Willow World, dude. It's like, doesn't apply. Unfortunately, now it's broken down to like human sex trafficking and like sex slaves.
Well, Trump didn't even get off the plane, dude. He just hung out. When he went with the Clintons to the Willow World on that plane.
Oh, on the Epstein's Island?
That was the Willow World.
Trump stayed in the fucking...
Trump just hung out with the staff and fucking talked shop.
He was, yeah, exactly. Well, he
was a man of the people.
Only fucks Russian sniz.
He only fucks elite Eastern Bloc sniz.
Yeah, dude. He probably went down there, saw the menu, and was like, "I'm staying on the plane."
Yeah,
He's
like,
probably
"You guys
boycotting
are
the
weird."
menu. He's probably boycotting the menu.
Definitely.
He's probably like, "What?" He's a fan of big, mature naturals.
Trump loves big, mature naturals.
Dude, he was like, "Wait a second."
Yeah, true.
His wasn't an ethical stance. It was purely like what they were purveying. He's like, "Well, I'm boycotting you guys. You don't have my favorite flavor."
Dude, in that documentary about it, there's a documentary of him on Netflix that like Trump, I think it was on AMC first.
Yeah.
I forget. There's a documentary on Trump on the net. There was a time where he was like calling this newspaper talking about how much sniz he got as a secretary. He was like, I work for Mr. Trump. He gets so much pussy. Put that in the newspaper.
Who did that?
Trump was calling like the New York Post or the Times.
Like, let it be known.
And being like, hey, just, you know,
I mean,
he gets a ton of pussy.
Probably pussy every day. His secretary relayed that?
He pretended to be a secretary, and it was literally, you could tell it was him.
God, dude.
He's calling in and being like, no, he's the man. He gets so much fucking pussy.
What?
Yeah. Trump's
I mean, he was probably
wild,
he was probably
retarded dog, dude.
Yeah,
He's a retarded dog, dude.
He's probably been on a daily diet of sniz, like different sniz since like 1983.
Sniz and McDonald's on like private jets, dude. You can't even write it. You couldn't imagine that.
Like, the worst part is I could literally imagine his face, the face he makes when he gets hit. Just like looks to the side, exactly, bottom lip sticks out, and he just goes.
Yeah.
He's got one of those faces where you can exactly imagine
You can
his
see his cum face.
Oh, dude,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Trump
Eyebrows
dog,
come down
It's
on
the
him.
same one I want to see when he gets shot. When he drops, when he's at a podium talking shit and he gets hit, I just want to see him for 1 second. Be like, and you'd hear it because he'd have a microphone. You'd hear his last like. It would. I mean, again, it'd be a great tragedy to lose the big sassy dog
For sure.
But man, that one clip would be worth it. Him getting
All the remixes now, like they didn't exist with
He'd
JFK.
auto-tune him and be like,
"Here comes the boom."
Oh man! Oh, so on the way home, I went home for Mother's Day. Saw my fam.
Nice,
Saw
dude.
my fucking TikTok niece. She was TikToking.
Is that how you?
She
found
wanted
it?
a shout out. She was like, "Give me a shout out on
For
the
sure.
cast." I was like, "You can't listen to the cast.
No,
you can't."
Definitely not.
And I can't let your name out there. The dogs.
Oh, dogs.
Last thing I need is the dogs posting your TikTok. It'd be so mean. If someone was mean to her, I would kill them.
Oh, that would be.
I would fucking kill them.
I would raise arms hard.
I would explode, dude. I
don't
would
like that.
Yeah, that would be war. But she's great. She's obsessed with me, which is so funny. And the rest of my family hates it. They're like,
Really?
why do you fucking like Shane?
That's so funny.
And she just she wants to be. She like loves comedy.
Really?
It's really funny. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking
Which is good.
awesome.
Their life's fucked up enough that should be
Perfect.
good.
Yeah,
She could
exactly.
be a good comic.
You're about to bring her to the Willow world, dude.
Whoa.
Of comedy, dude. Of comedy,
What the
dude.
fuck?
No, of comedy. I'm saying.
That's not the. What do you mean, Willow World?
I'm just saying it's a whole alternate. It's a different alternate reality. I'm not saying you're gonna bring her and train her in prostitution. I'm saying like that.
So,
You're
I was
like the
almost- shut
madam.
the fuck
You're like the madam observing her. Like, yes, perfect.
She is. I mean, if you're a
Stand-up
kid,
comedy is a different Willow
if you're a
world.
kid with a weird enough life, you could be a monster.
Yeah, or if you're a kid with like a not weird enough one, you could just be mildly amusing at open mics and fucking. Either way, you can do it.
Yeah. So I was on my way home, hit some traffic.
Yeah. On the way back from being
On the way on Saturday.
favorite uncle.
No, on the way to becoming
Gotcha,
favorite
gotcha.
uncle.
Yeah.
Hit some traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Had to piss. Had to fucking piss.
What'd you do?
I'm on the phone with Okani. He's telling me, go for it. It's like,
Go for
piss
it
in a
how?
bottle.
Oh yeah.
Go for it. I can't piss in a fucking bottle while driving.
You were still moving a little
It
bit.
was still moving. It still was moving.
Yeah, it's tough.
And then I couldn't take, and it was 2 miles before the rest stop. I was like, just hold it. And I couldn't. I
Stop
couldn't
and go.
hold it. So
You should just pee on the floor of your car.
I pissed. I tried to piss in I had a Pedialyte bottle.
yeah.
And so that was a big jug. But I had such a teenus. I had to pee so
You
bad.
had a highway tennis,
I had
dude.
a tight little highway tennis. Dude. It was such a tennis. Like if I was sitting down, it was just straight. It was a tennis just straight in the air like a mortar, dude. That was how it was. It was resting on my nuts, just a straight tiny tennis. So I had to, like, in order to get it even into the bottle, I'd have to basically stand up.
You have to defy gravity and pee
I had to like
upwards.
stand up like this, and then then when I finally decided to go for it, traffic started moving. Like I finally got to the front of the traffic, so then I like had to start. Dude, I literally pissed my pants. I pissed all over myself, covered.
Did you really?
And it was a tennis, so it was like going fucking. It was going wild, dude. Straight tennis, just all over the place. And I kept trying to hold it, but I had to pee so bad.
Then once you started,
I was just like, fuck it. I didn't care at all. There was no shame in this. I was just straight
I would
pissing
say what
everywhere.
you can do is take the floor mats up and just pee on your metal floor.
True.
And just when you get there, just go to a car vacuum and vacuum up your pee and send it back into there.
No, I just went piss all over myself, and then what?
Would you get some gear at the rest stop?
No, I just drove it home. Drove
There's
home in
nothing
piss
wrong with
pants.
it, dude. There's nothing wrong with it.
Drove home. I actually got out at a rest stop with piss pants.
So
like
what?
full fucking piss.
So what, dude?
I didn't care.
That's nice.
Walked in with a ring of piss on my pants.
Well, if you piss hard enough, no one expects it. They're like, no way, this guy.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just tell someone I spilled something. If someone's like, hey man, hey mister, did you piss your pants?
That's the funniest thing is if outside I can pee in an alleyway and get arrested, but I can just piss myself in public. Like,
True.
You can't get in trouble, dude.
You can't.
You can't. They can't do a damn thing, dude.
Yeah. That's what you got to do. If you see the cops coming, just pull your pants
just
up.
piss
and
yourself.
Just piss your pants. Be
Yeah.
like, that's it, man.
Or just go stand next to a cop and like, can I pee outside? Like, no. I'm like, okay. And just pee your pants.
Just lock eyes with him. Lock eyes with him and piss.
I actually want to install a little like motion night light above my toilet because I walk to my toilet in the middle of the night
Just
almost
piss on the
every
floor.
night. Dude, I've like have this uncanny ability to like I'm hitting the water every time. The other night, dude, I just fucking missed.
And it's chaos when you start missing because then you start trying to aim.
Dude, it was like, and I was like, oh my! I just sent 2 hard laser streams to the fucking floor, and I was like, I hit again, straight toilet seat splattered.
Did you clean
everywhere.
the floor? I'd never clean it. If I piss on the floor, I just walk away.
I don't
dude.
like turning lights on at nighttime, so I do everything in the pitch black. So then I just rolled up. So I found like fuddled around for the toilet
Yeah,
paper,
throw it
rolled
on
some
it.
up, wiped a little, threw it
Yeah.
away, and then it was like, I'm going back
Yeah.
to sleep. And Brittany will be like, "There's dry pee everywhere," and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, well, fucking, you don't have to stand up and pee. I was like, it's easy for you to say.
Needless to say, though, my father was
So you went home and
my father was delighted
that you pissed yourself.
that I pissed my pants. He was through the roof. He was so happy.
So you came home and were like,
He was
guys,
like, "You're 31." Yeah, that's what he always. He's like, "What are we? 31? 31 years old, peeing his pants." I came home and they were like, "All right, we're waiting for you to eat." And I was like, "I got to shower first."
they're like,
I was
what?
like, I told them, I was like, I peed my pants. On the way home, I pissed my pants. I've never done that. I've never tried to drive and piss in the bottle.
Did you ever see someone pee out the window of a moving car?
No, but that's hilarious. That's so funny.
My friends would do that in high school. They'd be like, go ahead. We were on 202 and they would just pee out the window.
It's so
It
fucking
just
funny.
sprays all over the car.
Dude, the one time me and my friends went to UNC Duke.
Yeah.
We went down the whole way down. I was drinking, so I was pissing in bottles.
Yeah.
I was in the back seat. I could pull it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Pissing in bottles. Didn't have a tennis.
Yeah.
I had a dude.
You had a nice drinking
Fucking
hog.
tennis I had. Trying to wrangle that thing that required and needed 2 hands. Like I couldn't just put it in the.
You got to watch for
I had
truckers, dude.
I had a fucking plier-like grip with my hand, just 2 fingers trying to contain this teen. The fucking teen was not to be
You had an
contained.
unwieldy tennis?
Wildly
Dude,
unwieldy.
truckers are
Truckers
are above the fray the
getting
whole
a
time.
fucking
Their
tennis show.
tennis vision strong, dude.
Yeah, that thing was spraying. But anyway, I was pissing in a bottle the whole way down, and then I would just pour it out. Cars behind you, you'd see them turn the wipers on, flying down the highway, just pouring piss
Oh my
out.
god. That's so
Those were the
fucking funny.
days.
Yeah, just fucking pouring piss on people next to you. I remember someone showed me that like on a highway, if you turn on your windshield wipers, it blasts people behind
Oh
you.
yeah, that's what I do if someone's acting unruly, I
blast 'em?
fucking crush them.
Dude, I had a car that used to shoot it like 3 feet to the side. The thing was broken. I had an Explorer. If I just drove past people, I could go and squirt them.
Yeah, it was like the Green Hornet. You had a fucking sick ass car.
What's up, bruh?
Throwing in a fucking
Dude, that's
dip,
so
dude.
funny.
I
So
can't
you-
believe I pissed my pants like that.
But you got led into the world of TikTok.
TikTok is you got to go to it's cringe TikTok on
Oh my
Reddit,
God.
and it's every video is just it's literally retarded people.
That's so fucking
making
funny.
like vines of them.
Just Let me tell you something
It's
about
all
it.
oddly sexual. It's a lot of like anime, furry type shit.
Why are they putting that shit on there with kids, dude?
I don't know.
Some motherfucker.
Because it is like into cartoons. Adults that are into cartoons, there's like a weird sexual. I don't know. I don't like it,
bro.
Yeah,
True. South Park's the only exception.
they are pedophiles.
I just
I'm
don't
not
know
talking
why.
cartoons like Family Guy and fucking American Dad
I'm
and
saying
South Park and shit. I'm talking like dudes that watch like obviously like My Little Pony and shit like
Obviously, dude, that's
that.
fucking
There's like
sick.
such a weird level of
Like
sexuality.
guys who watch Teletubbies and want to like put on the fursuit and come all over themselves. Yeah, dude, keep them away from your fucking kids online.
Yeah, but they're on TikTok, man.
They shouldn't be on there. What's the fuck's the other? The other one's like Musy or something, or I forget what it's called. This guy was on there being, look, this is a video I made. This is like a dance in a video, and I was like, okay, keep a fucking eye on
You
you,
know who
dude.
crush on there is the Iceman.
The Iceman, TikTok's for the Iceman. I guarantee he's on it.
He was doing TikTok before TikTok.
Before TikTok. He does your turn, my turns.
He was making those fully TikTok. That's what TikTok's designed for.
Yeah, to like copy or something.
Yeah. Like to you act out, like you sing the song or you do like a movie quote. He was literally doing TikTok.
Yeah.
Iceman's videos are the shit.
Dude, you got to see the fucking Iceman.
We should start posting those on the Reddit.
We'll put him in
We
there.
got to get the Iceman some
dude,
fans.
His shit is fucking tight, dude.
You ever realize how much he looks like Ben?
The Iceman,
Iceman and Ben.
kind of does look like
He
Ben.
looks like a bigger Ben. He's Big Ben, dude.
He could be Big Ben.
He's Big Ben.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I always thought he looked like
The
Big Ben.
Iceman was savage Ben, dude.
I don't know. Ben might savage. No, Iceman's dealt with like swords. Iceman's got like weaponry.
I used to sword fight the Iceman, and we used to work for the same electrician. And we get like PVC piping, and what the fuck? No, we're using the metal conduit. We'd have
His
sword
name's the
fights.
Iceman. He
Dude,
loves
he gave himself the Iceman. So we would take it. And I gave him the. I think he started Darth Maul in me. He like doubled up on a long boy.
Of course he did.
Swinging it.
He's
I'm
all.
like,
He's such a
"Damn."
showman, dude. He is such a showman.
I told you he did stand up at Helium before. Did I tell you that?
No.
Oh, it was so fucking funny. I got him on the open mic list. And he went up there and just told like joke book jokes pretty much. And he did one of his was his own. And then like my bossy electrician just sat there the whole. He thought it was still cool to heckle. So like when other people came up, he'd be like, "You stink!" He'd, like put his head. It was so funny, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a glorious night when the Iceman went to Helium.
Fuck. We haven't talked about Iceman in forever.
I know. I gotta start.
Iceman vids are the shit.
I gotta start pumping his
Loves
shit up.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh, for sure,
He loved the turtles.
dude. It's turtle time.
I mean,
We're
again, though,
gonna
he
put
is
people onto his Insta.
he is like a showman
For sure.
with swords. Of course, he picked up he went Darth Maul
Dude,
with it.
Darth mauled me, and we were just going cling, 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 hitting this thing together. It was so.
There's no
fucking
way he
fun.
let you win.
No, there was no chance, dude.
There's no way he would lose a sword battle.
No.
To a fucking
And then
amateur.
We were standing on like a pile of like other conduits, so the ground was a little slippery, like it was slipping around in your feet.
That's the last place you want to face the Iceman.
Dude,
You better
he
be
was.
fully ready to fight.
He went full fucking, just started spinning that thing around. I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? This is a horrible
How
idea.
would you step into
I
the
went
ring?
dual. I went two dual. Short
You went dual.
swords. Yeah, he was just pling, 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 pling.
He just batted your shit.
Never do that.
Never
don't
faced the
do as
Iceman.
I did. Don't face
What did
the
the Iceman do? Did he like run into a shed or something?
When was this?
Could have sworn he like demolished like a wall or something. You told me a story about him. Fucking it's not. a
I
big
can't
deal.
remember.
Iceman can't lie though, right?
Can't lie.
I mean,
dude.
this is
when he got
he's a sword wielding truth teller.
He dude literally cannot lie. When we first, I think now he learned how to like slowly do it. But like when I first started working for his uncle and this builder,
His uncle.
when I started working for his uncle, and then we were working for a builder too. I took the uncle's truck to get like lottery tickets,
Yeah.
and the Iceman was with me. I was like, Ice, I'm in the fire lane. Move the fucking car if they come up. I was like, I have to get these tickets. And he was like, I don't have my. He's like, I don't have my card on, my permit on me, or whatever he had, a license. And I'm like, who gives a fuck? Just move it. Well, I'm not allowed. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm like, move the fucking car. I'll be back. And he didn't, so they got a ticket, and then we took it back in, and then like so, it was like, oh no, he got a ticket he had a speeding ticket, and his uncle was going to get him out of it, and was basically like, give me the thing. He's like, all right, you're going to plead not guilty, and like put not guilty on there. He's like, but I was speeding. He's like, trust me, I know the judge. Just plead not guilty,
Yeah.
go into court, and fucking just say,
Iceman just couldn't lie, dude.
dude. So he went in there. So first of all, he the old guy was just like, as soon as he signed his name, the old guy goes, "You just committed perjury." He's like, "What?"
Oh no!
He's like,
Oh no!
"You're going to jail, dude."
You're going to jail for lying.
So
dude.
he was so spun out. So then, like the day of the court date, my boss, his uncle, had to take off and go with him, and the judge was like, "So you pleaded not guilty?" And he just sat there in front of everyone. Was like, My uncle's like, "Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor." Please, he wouldn't do it, dude.
He wouldn't lie. He couldn't purge.
This dude could not lie.
He wouldn't purge himself.
So funny, dude.
What a fucking great.
He's a total gentleman.
Wow.
And now he slowly learned how to lie.
What's Ajax up to? We haven't covered him in a while.
He's a salesman.
He's a beast. I catch him on
dude.
social media. He's a
rips. Salesman, dude.
His guitar playing and singing,
unbelievable.
He rips.
He got real into like audiobooks and like he's real into like motivational speaker type stuff.
Do they face off, Ajax and Iceman?
They've met.
Do they ever face off though?
One meet. No, they just met
They
one
only
time.
met once?
Just nodded like two cowboys at each other. And they went their separate ways.
They are fucking cowboys,
dude.
They're
real.
Wild West world.
Yeah, dude. They were fucking sick.
All right, so.
But yeah, dude. What the fuck? Oh, we were talking about the internet. Have you ever fucked with? Do you know what blockchain is?
No.
I heard about it 100 times. I never really knew what it was, and I still don't know if I understand it. But I'm still reading this one book about how the guy wants to take the internet and make it so that everyone who uses it gets paid for whatever they contribute to the internet, if that's used for something else that is then profitable.
Okay.
So like artificial intelligence with like translation services or whatever kind of thing, that's based off of people who generate that data for those programs. They don't like just think of it. Like artificial intelligence doesn't just be like, oh, I realized. They just take huge amounts of data. So this guy's saying like basically how to do that, and I forget how he described it, but it's like HTML is like one way in the way it connects, and then what Google did was make it two-way, where it like hyperlinked everything together. But this would be so basically he was saying like stores and the internet are like a tree model, where it's like eBay. It's like, you know, it facilitates all these sales people do with each other, but eBay's the root of it, and I think
thick fucking root.
It's a thick fucking root. So you can't do it. You can do anything you want on there, but all roads lead here. Same with Amazon. All the roads lead here. This was more like. This would like completely eliminate that to where like there's no stores or anything. There's just the web, all one big marketplace, and you just sell your wares, buy shit, and that's it. And then anything you're typing, any content that's getting used, you're getting paid for that all the time.
All right.
So like say like you do in the article, or the thing, the book, basically books too would become completely obsolete because the information would just, I mean, don't get me started on how paper's a prison, dude. I mean, you know, I'm an audiobook guy, but basically they're saying like paper, everything is just completely obsolete.
All right.
You're just flowing information in, dude. It's fucking sick. But he was saying that it would be like if you're on the beach and you like figured out how to do some sort of long sandcastle thing, like how to make like a sand bridge in a sandcastle, and then like people see that information, and then like some guy, you know, does something, covers it and puts it on the news, whatever. Then they're just like boom, boom. They send you a bunch of money one day, and you're like, oh fuck yeah, sweet. And that would be happening like constantly.
Wow.
To where like if like when you go viral at all, you would just get paid at once, and it'd be happening to people so much that
you know how much fucking bread the Iceman would have right now?
He'd be fucking clocking. So it'd be that, and he's like, that's the only way we'll be able to get through this. Otherwise, it's just going to be the big servers just collect all the data and just don't give anyone money.
Yeah.
And he's like, and we're going to be fucked with automation. He's like, we're like literally doomed. That's such a sick idea, dude.
It is.
I don't know
nice.
why they don't do it.
Pay people for their ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's with the internet. You can log into the internet every day and just be like, boom, boom, start answering questions, fucking around. You could just clock in and get paid. And
You know who would be making a lot of money?
Who?
You.
You're
You're a shaman, dude.
I'd be
You
doing
dish
pretty
out.
well on the internet,
You
dude.
dish out hot ideas.
I take a lot though too. I fucking
But just washing your ass in the bathtub.
bath, dude.
Is
That'll
a
be
fucking
50,
poor
that'll be
man's.
50
That's a
bucks.
French bath. Yeah.
That'd be $50.
You probably made $50 just off people listening to this and giving it a shot. I bet at least 3 or 4 dudes went for it.
Oh, definitely.
Of the listeners,
I'd be curious to see
maybe
how
a
many.
hot babe, dude. Oh,
Whoa,
I didn't even think about a babe listener going for it.
whoa, a French bath?
A babe taking a French bath, just taking it. You ever see Tub Girl?
Yeah. I have seen that.
Tub Girl was like early.
That was like
early
there
internet.
was Lemon Party, Tub
Lemon
Girl.
Party, yeah.
Lemon
Goatsy.
Party. I remember Goatsy. They're stretching out your asshole. Yeah, I saw Goatsy. I was kind of phased. Tub Girl fucked me up. I saw
Tub
that.
Girl
It
was
like,
crazy.
Lemon Party was funny to send people.
Lemon
You'd send
Party
them
is funny.
lemonparty.com. There's dudes spinning their dicks around.
No.
Was that Lemon Party?
Lemon
Or was
Party.
that Meat Spin?
Meat Spin
Meat
is
Spin.
guys a gif of someone swinging their dick. Lemonparty.org.
Yeah.
I think it's .org. Is 3 old dudes.
In a bathtub?
No, one of them's making out with a guy who's getting his dick sucked by another old guy. It's so fucking funny.
That's what that was.
And people still fall for it. People, and I think one's Blue Waffle.
What's Blue Waffle?
I forget.
Google it.
Blue Waffle is a rough one.
That's funny. You know, Amazon sending a
Lemon Party.
Amazon sending
Lemon Party holds up, dude. That is still
Lemon
fucking
Party's
hilarious.
a fucking classic.
Lemon
I
Party-
can picture those 3 old geezers, dude. Very frail.
It's fucking great. Sucking dick when you're that old.
Getting filmed too.
It's awesome that was a website. Just a picture. Just one picture.
Oh, dude, that's got to be. That might not be photo. That might be photo. That looks like 3 of the same guys. That might be Photoshop.
It's
dude.
way before Photoshop. That's a
Sure.
real fucking picture.
Oh, dude. Oh. That's fucking rough, dude. I don't. Oh, look at the guy's dick laying on
I
him.
know. The other guy's dick's
Oh, dude.
laying on the geezer's pubes.
Please,
That guy has a decent root, though.
please. I just had my smoothie, dude.
All these geezers have decent
Let me
roots.
see that root again.
But decent root.
That's pretty fat. That's a nice little
A
fat
good
boy.
thick root, dude.
And I mean, you can't tell how long
Bushel
it
of
is.
pubes.
That's coming through the bushel.
True, that thing could be in the back of that other geezer's throat. Dude.
Exactly, dude. Although you can tell it's starting to narrow in towards the
It
top.
is. It seems like that guy's got the tip.
He's got a bit of a.
He's got a hold of the tip,
pyramid.
dude.
Plus, if someone's photographing me, I'd be like, put your mouth, just eliminate that tip and don't be going down too low.
It's awesome that guy's just laying there taking it, though. The guy that's getting his
Dude,
dick
that's
sucked.
3 of the same
he's
guy.
not
That's the
moving.
same guy.
It's not the same guy. It can't be the
Fuck,
same guy.
man.
Look at that feminine dude on top with the hips.
Very
He's
Greek,
got
dude.
very Greek.
You see his fucking just his wiener just looking out of the camera, just laying on that other guy.
Man, it's great that still makes me happy.
Seeing sending that to people was like a definite rare delight. Although I think that's a I wonder if, because I know it's like a misdemeanor to send people pornography against their will. So
Really?
You could have pressed charges against someone who directed you to lemonparty.org. Although it's a hyperlink. I don't know if technically it's like you clicked on it.
That was like whitehouse.com as
Well-
far as
What is that?
oh my god.
What? Is that blue waffle?
Yeah, this is all
What is
really horrific shit.
What is it?
I don't know. Oh, there it is. That's what it is.
What is it, bro? What is it?
Oh
dude?
my
Let me
god.
see. Let me see.
Oh my god.
Let me see. Ah, dude, what the? Oh, it's like, oh, dude, enough. That's the. What is that from? Why is it all like
It's a
that?
blue sniz, dude.
Oh, Jesus, man. That's tough. Jesus Christ.
Wish I hadn't done
See
that
the
one.
blue waffle? I never saw the blue waffle.
Waffle's a tough. One.
That's the name of Bezos' moon ship's called Blue Moon. He should switch it to Blue Waffle.
What's Bezos' problem, dude?
Dude, he's trying to compete with Musk. He's being a bitch
He is
about it.
being a fucking. He's a bitch version of Musk.
Yeah, dude. Musk is like basically like, no, we're going to Mars. Musk eliminated. We talked about it on Patreon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you didn't hear it, but he basically eliminated. He's
Uber.
gonna Uber and Lyft are like toast in about a year.
Yeah.
and he's going to Mars. So Bezos was like, basically recreated the fucking moon mission. It's like nice, dude. They did that in the '70s. So he's gonna
Yeah.
like drop stuff on the moon. It's like, okay, Musk is in fucking Mars.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just
Shut the fuck up,
just
Bezos.
weak. He's just like, well, I do cool space stuff too.
I think both of them are fucking gay.
Musk is the man.
Musk
dude. Take
is-
it back.
Yeah,
Musk
he
is
was
the
pretty
fucking
chill
man.
on Rogies.
He's the fucking man.
He might be retarded. I think he might be tricking everybody and
You-
pretending to be an evil genius.
He is, dude. He's a fucking. Just his new idea for. I mean,
It's
if he
cool to
doesn't-
come up with these ideas. Anybody can say this. Be like, I have a battery that's worth 1,000,000 miles.
Dude, Musk
like,
doesn't.
let's see.
Musk
Let's
doesn't
see,
play,
dude.
dude. The Tesla is the best.
I'm from
electric
Missouri, dude. You got to show me first.
You're the show
dude.
me state?
I'm the fucking show me state.
Musk, the Tesla was the
Am I
best
crooked
electric
letter?
car.
Crooked letter.
Best. Am I crooked letter? The best electric car was a Tesla, easily. And dude, he's going to continue to dominate. You don't just go out there and say like one year.
Teslas are for douches right now.
It's about to be.
This is
Everyone's about
all the beta for the Tesla. If you drive a Tesla, you're pretty much corny.
You're paid, dude.
There's a few dogs I know that have Teslas
Teslas
that
are
are
fucking
pretty
sick,
chill.
dude.
If you drive a Tesla, you're definitely wearing sunglasses
Yeah,
at all times.
for sure.
Sick sunglasses too.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's the best.
You
Dude,
like those?
I love
You
sunglasses.
are you gonna get a Tesla?
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna get paid. I'm gonna get a Tesla and get fucking paid.
With the Patreon.
No, you know what? No, you can get the. I told you about this. The new Tesla. The new Tesla is only gonna be like $35,000, which again, it's like a middle sized car, but they're saying it's or a median price car, 1 million miles battery. Musk is projecting, and you can just link it into the fucking self-driving network and have it be a robotic Lyft driver.
And then are you accountable when that thing drives someone straight off a cliff?
No, it's fucking. That would be Tesla. You didn't program the algorithm. It's the fucking sweetest of deals. And he could have just had this fleet by himself and been like, fuck it, and then been like, I own all these and put them out. But he's like, no, I'll let people buy into this. Dude, Musk is the fucking man. Musk is. Musk is on my level for sure.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with Musk.
What do you think he's gonna do?
I don't know.
And the fact that he's been getting a lot of negative press.
Something about that guy.
He's a fucking freakish genius, dude. He's been getting a lot of negative press.
I think he might head to the Willow world, dude.
So what? Oh, you think he's a fucking pedo?
We'll see, dude. I might roll him up.
You call him Musk a pedo?
I might roll him up.
Dude.
I'm rolling up the pedophiles.
You're trying to drain him?
I'm rolling up the pedophiles.
Nah, dude. You're hating on Musk. Dude.
I don't have any evidence.
But
I can look one, see one.
I think you're part of Big Oil. Big Oil's been trying to pin shit on him forever.
You think I'm part of Big Oil? I love Big Oil, dude.
Are you threatened against him taking out our petroleum supplies?
I'm not threatened. I just know what happens when you go up against Big Oil.
True, you want to keep the money intact.
You don't fuck with us, dude.
That's sick. That should be a tight... we should change our mission statement to like utterly preserving the status quo at all expenses.
Did you watch that AOC documentary?
No.
AOC's got a tight documentary on Netflix.
What's it about?
It's called Tearing Down the House. It's just about AOC just
tearing down the house.
And other Dems like her rising up.
Rising up against the Democratic machine.
It's cool that Netflix just puts out clear political propaganda.
For sure.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, they're definitely going to rise up in the Democratic Party and dismantle that.
They're going to really fuck it up.
Dude, that's like one of the most corrupt political machines. It's like the inverse of the GOP. To be like, I'm going to rise up. They're going to
rip apart the Democratic Party, and then we're going to get like 5 more Trumps.
Yeah.
Like, they're really fucking retarded.
Who was that guy who put out it was like the most Republican ad or something? Someone who showed me this. Some dude put out an ad that was apparently like, he bought a bus, and it's called like the illegal bus. And it's just this guy driving around picking up illegals. He's like, hell no, I ain't PC. Yeah, I got guns. I'm about to pick up illegals.
I think that's Nick DiPaolo. That's DiPaolo's new special.
Let me do this. I forget what it was like the most
PC. Not me, baby.
Republican GOP ad. It's this guy, and
It's funny when people confuse not being PC for not being like. Hell no, I'm not tolerant.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking sick. But no, I can't. I'll have to find it and put it on the thing. This guy is just driving around a bus, and he's just like, the bus says like, if you're illegal, get out, and he's just driving around I
think Ari Shaffir did that a long time ago. Ari Shaffir, do you remember the Amazing Racist?
No.
Ari Shaffir had some YouTube videos back in like 2006 that were fucking wild.
Really?
He dressed as a Klansman and went to like Compton. He picked up. Fuck, was it him? Picked up illegals in a truck and just took them straight to.
Did he really?
Like a fucking ICE. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, really funny.
Oh, and was that the guy who was like, all right, and they all like, oh, fuck.
Scattered.
That was him?
I think it was Ari.
Shit.
Ari did. I think that was one of the Amazing Racists.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's a wild bull.
Shaffir is wild.
Damn.
The fucking. He wears a Klan outfit and is like buying gasoline. And he like goes into the shop and he's like, whew, it's hotter than Africa out there. This like black dude.
What happens?
It's wild, man. I forget. I mean, I just remember that line and being like, damn, this guy.
It's gonna be wild when you're black and see the Klan. You're like, must be like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
No fucking
you have to
way.
be like, this guy's joking.
That's wild, dude.
That's Shaffir.
Shit. That's fucking crazy, dude.
He's a new fool.
I love how you hate Musk and hate blockchain technology.
Blockchain technology is gay. Musk is gay.
No.
You're gonna
get left in the dust,
I'm just
dude.
Pro Cheney.
You're gonna get left in the dust.
Love Dick Cheney.
I'm gonna send one of my Teslas to come
I love
get
Halliburton.
you.
Free Enron.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one of my Teslas. I'm like, go get Shane, dude. I'm gonna have 2 Teslas and be making like $17 an hour, dude. You're gonna be like, Matt, help. Like, hold on, my robot army, dude, is amassing me a small, very modest fortune.
Your robot army of Accords, of Honda Accords.
I'm going to buy 2 Teslas when they come
It's
out.
awesome. They're putting immigrants out of work.
For sure.
Dudes that drive Uber.
Yeah, well, they have
Like
to.
poor Dominicans.
You got to nut up and buy a Tesla. But then you can buy a Tesla, and then you could go get a job and make double money.
Wow.
You could get 2, dude.
What if you just like driving?
You could drive. My Tesla's going to be spinning. Dude, the money of it will be like, it'll be like driving. Oil's going to be like smoking cigarettes. People are like, all right, I mean, if you want to spend $20 or $10 a pack, go ahead. The electric Tesla's going to be like
Wow.
12 cents.
I think they're going to tax it through the roof to try to get people to not buy it.
What are you
going
going to tax? Are you going to tax electricity?
No, I meant oil, like they do with cigarettes.
No, they're going to just.
It's just going to be too expensive because they're not going to have.
No, the road tax will drop. They're going to start. I guess they'll tax electricity. I don't know. That'll be kind of disastrous because that will like. It's kind of a regressive tax. I'm not going to get into it, but
We shouldn't be on the air right now.
That's sort of regressive, but
Yeah,
your policies are regressive. It's by Bernie Sanders.
that was Bernie. Yeah. Oh, the one. It's just like the 1% of the 1%. That's the only thing you can say. The 1%,
dude. Fuck, man. I have actually scanned the web today for topics.
Really?
Yeah, I have.
I was
actually.
stuck on TikTok, dude. I just keep
That's
watching
some-
these
that's some
videos.
bucked up shit,
They
dude.
are so fucking crazy,
Dude. That is some bucked up ass shit. That's shit is fucking creepy, man. I'm fucked up on this hiker right now. There's a dude in Massachusetts who was walking in Appalachia, and he was just carrying a machete, and he apparently like people were giving him complaints. People were. He was this guy with long hair, and everyone. Apparently he would just walk around with a machete and be like, "Fuck you, pussy," and like talk shit to every other hiker and be like, "Get the fuck off the trail."
All right.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Sick.
So then he finally lost it and hacked somebody up, murdered somebody, and then like stabbed his girlfriend, and then he got busted. They caught him.
Really?
Yeah, so now he's in jail. But it's
That
like,
wasn't the hitchhiker.
No, this dude's it's just a long hair dude. He was a hiker, not a hitchhiker.
Yeah, but there was a famous hitchhiker who
Was hacking people.
hacked. A dude was going wild, and then this guy hopped out and fucking attacked him. Like Kai.
What?
And
Never
I
heard
think
of that
he
bull.
just got in trouble.
Really?
Hold on. Hit pause for a second.
Go ahead.
Hit pause while we research.
We back.
Yeah, that Kai the hitchhiker there was a viral video of him. There was some dude was going nuts.
Yeah.
And Kai the hitchhiker grabbed his hatchet.
Oh, I
killed
remember
him,
that.
And
I
they
remember
did
that.
a local news interview, and he's like, I saw him wild, and I was like, smash.
I know you're talking
about. Later, though, Kai was arrested on murder charges in 2013 for the slaying of New Jersey attorney Joseph Galfi. Kai maintains he fought against Galfi in self-defense. According to Kai, Galfi attempted to rape him after offering Kai a place to stay for the night. Kai stated that the police claimed the sexual encounter was consensual and the murder premeditated. However, Kai said that after the viral video in California, he had no need to have sex with men like Galfi, who Kai described as unattractive, stating, "Do you know how many hot chicks? Never mind. Even if I was gay, do you know how many hot guys want to fuck me after that shit in California? I'm not even being vain. It's just like a fact. Like, no offense, but Galfi was not a looker."
That was his defense?
That was his defense.
He was not hot?
Yeah.
Damn.
The guy
dude.
you murdered was not hot.
Case
closed.
Did he get prosecuted?
I can just closed it. I don't know.
Dude, that guy's like fucking modern day Golden Axe.
That's awesome that he
He's walking around hacking people. up.
jury found him guilty of first degree murder.
What? What's the fucking what was the guy a prosecutor he chopped up?
Yeah. So
What's the prosecutor doing fucking around with that dude?
he was gonna have consensual sex with a young boy, dude, the hot viral boy.
So why didn't anyone buy his story? That he was getting their guy was trying to rape him.
Kai took the stand in his own defense and was combative during cross-examination. He made an outburst during his defense lawyer's closing arguments, nearly leading to his expulsion from the courtroom.
Yeah, dude, because they're trying to
He's going wild.
they're trying to subject you to murder, dude. My thing is like, why would this prosecutor be trying to fuck this guy, the axe wielding hitchhiker?
Why would he be trying to fuck him?
Yeah,
I mean,
Was he hot?
Kai
Was
was
the
saying he was trying to
hitchhiker
rape him. The hitchhiker was a bit of a looker.
bit of a looker.
I mean, plus he saved a lady, and killed
True.
a guy with an axe.
I think I might go serial on him, dude, and try to free him.
You might free Kai.
I think there's more to the story, dude.
You think he self-defense murdered after an attempted rape?
Yeah. What was his weapon of choice? What do you have? Axe or machete?
He used to be a hitchhiker, or I mean, a hatchet.
So what do you think he murdered him with?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
So you think he fucked this guy and then Andrew Cunan'd him?
I think.
Did you watch that? The
No.
Cunanan? Dude,
No, I didn't.
That's the shit.
What's that?
That was it was on a while ago. The assassination of Gianni Versace.
Oh, you love that shit.
About this gay guy,
Every time.
dude.
And you're always like, you should watch it. I'm like,
Oh my dude, Shannon was so fucking good. It was so good, and it was like, I think it was on FX, but it was still. I was surprised that a show on FX had me like aghast. I was just like, what the?
Yeah, there's gay dudes kissing.
He
and
would
stuff.
like seduce old men and murder them in their garage, and then tell their wives like he was gay. Dude, he would murder dudes who were like closeted old powerful men, and then leave
He would
like
get a
gay
lemon
porn.
party.
Basically, get a
He would
lemon party going
and kill 'em.
He would get a lemon party going, and then after he'd kill them, he'd basically have them coming out of the closet as they were murdered. This guy was a fucking psycho, dude. And he went and killed Gianni Versace. That was his final fucking.
That was his
quest,
final-
'cause Gianni wouldn't give him the dick.
He wouldn't give him a dirty.
Well, I think he just didn't give him. I didn't think he just didn't give him a phone call afterwards, or something happened where he was like, "I'm gonna go kill this motherfucker." Yeah, so he had like a trail of gay destruction on the way, dude. It was so funny. But yeah, there's another.
That's a way to go out on top, though. If your like goal is to kill old gay dudes,
He was just to be famous.
he's
and
like, you know
powerful.
what? I'll get Versace.
That was a solid fucking snag. But he was he was like in the show, he's like a big liar. Like he just like lies. Like so his
Yeah.
dad was like a Filipino dude who was like a pyramid schemer. And he like got like kicked out. He had to like flee the United States because he was scamming old people out of money. So the dad left and went to the Philippines and was just like, I'm a very powerful business. I think he was
Went to
molested.
the Philippines.
He was the dad's from Philippine, or the dad's
Oh,
from
the
dad's
dad is
Filipino.
Filipino.
That was a Filipino dude who came here and was trying to get his like Nigerian prince on, and he got busted.
Okay.
So he was trying to do
So
something.
then he went back to the Willow world.
So they sent him back to the. He escaped back to the Willow world and told his boy. He had like been molesting this boy the whole time. So he was molesting his son Andrew Cunanan.
He was arrested. He was molesting his own son.
He was molesting him. Yeah,
He molested.
he molested him. So he was molesting Cunanan, and then Cunanan was gay, and the rest of his family was just. And like he would give his son like all like he like favored him in every single way. They all the rest of his
Of course, he
brothers and
favored
sisters
him.
called
Yeah,
him.
fucking the tightest puss. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
The
They called
tightest
him-
boy puss.
They called him the prince. They'd be like, oh, it's the prince, blah blah blah. And then
That's awesome to have a sibling rivalry like that.
Oh,
like
dude.
you are the prince.
yeah, dude.
Father loves you the most.
Well, they would do shit where like he would like take him to an amusement park and like ignore the rest of his family, and then he was like, "You were going to be great," and then he got kicked out. So then this guy was like convinced, the kid who'd been like molested, Cunanan, was convinced he was like this like upper crust elite person, but he's really lives in like a poor like shitty apartment.
I understand that. I live that lifestyle.
So he just made up these lies how his father was like a super important person. All the money he had was just from like sucking and fucking old dudes, and he was just like coming up big time. And then he started just like murdering them all.
And he
It's
got
fucked up.
excited.
Then he got too excited, dude. But yeah, it was pretty wild.
That's the come up though.
Yeah, dude, that's how you get paid.
Start sucking and fucking old
Dude,
dudes.
he would do this thing where he would duct tape their faces, and then he would like the whole entire face, he would duct tape it, and then he would put a thing over their mouth and like get them on the edge of death and pull it off. And he would like fuck with these guys the whole time.
And
he
they
was doing
liked
this.
it.
They would just be like, dude, you're a wild fucking young bull. And then someone got him on a meth, and dude, he just like he went.
He got into meth.
Yeah, dude, he went wild.
That's where
went-
you go wild. I think you go wild.
He
You
was
start popping meth.
he was on his way, and then someone hooked him up. He started hitting the gay bars, and someone hooked him with some meth, dude. It was like it was on and popping, dude. Because if you're like a little like a gay boy prostitute, you get that meth rolling, dude. You combine fucking trucker drugs with fucking gay boy
That's
prostitution.
that Sonic the Hedgehog, dude. It's that you start spinning, you're charged, ready to take off.
That's exactly what happened to him, dude. That
Do
was wild.
you see the preview for that?
The Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that came under fire.
It looks crazy.
Yeah, dude. It looked it looked really bad.
It looks so bad.
They redid the Sonic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people are saying now they're like, oh, that was like a purpose. That was like on purpose because like now the Sonic
Now it
like,
got
a bunch of
viral or
buzz.
something?
Yeah, it went viral because they're now competing with Detective Pikachu. First of all, these movies are all for like 30-year-olds, which is weird.
Which is real weird.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. There's some
Live
weird,
action Aladdin.
What's that?
They're making an Aladdin movie. You didn't see that?
No.
Will Smith is the genie.
Huh?
Yeah, dude.
I saw another movie with Will Smith that's
He's
coming
getting
out.
genie with it.
Will Smith just gets paid like $15 million to like do that eye bulge cry where he just goes and then just like cries. You ever see him in The Pursuit of Happiness? He did it. And now he's getting paid now just to like stare at someone and be like, I can't. And he just fucking cries. They're like beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, that just seems to be his new.
I
like,
didn't
niche.
even notice that.
He's in another movie now where he just like the preview is just him like
I think that's Aladdin where he's the
person
genie.
asleep. No, it's definitely not. Dude.
Yeah, he's the genie. He's a blue genie, dude. He went blue face.
What?
Yeah. Full Blueface.
That's gonna be hard to fill fucking Rob Williams' shoes, dude. He was a killer fucking
True.
genie.
I wish they kept the genie. They should have kept the genie
That's
white.
like the Joker, dude. You think
True.
that's a dark role
The
to
genie
play?
was white.
You think so?
Yeah, but that's fucking PC culture, dude.
Well, you know where the genie
even have
you know where
white
the genie
genies.
legend comes from.
Where?
Fucking masturbation, dude.
You rub the lamp.
Yeah, you rub the lamp and you have
3
your,
times,
your
that's-
little alternate reality, dude. It's basically they've been talking about how you shouldn't masturbate for a long time, being like you're just completely checking out of reality. You got to earn the fuck. You have to earn your cum, dude. The genie,
Who the
genie
fuck's
stories,
saying that?
The genie stories were just basically it was like a phallic imagery where it's like there's just guys like rubbing their things like oh I'm gonna get whatever I want. It's a warning, dude.
Wow.
It's always disastrous and it always ends up horrible.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Sounds like some JP shit.
It's Jungian, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's Jungian, I'm not gonna lie.
This is so the genie. The genie has come.
Sort of, yeah.
The genie has come.
The
and he
genie's
comes
all
out.
your misplaced fantasies.
That's why he should be white.
You think so?
Yeah, if it's come,
Well, they made him blue.
I don't like it.
If you want Rob,
fucking
you want.
pissed,
well, no,
dude.
they made the genie in Aladdin look like Sinbad.
True.
So you're in a fucking. This is a tough spot.
This is
you're
a
in.
pickle. The parrot better be white.
Oh, it better be fucking
Gilbert, dude.
Gilbert Godfrey, dude.
Yeah, the parrot was white.
Well, you knew about the
I'm sure the whole cast was white
you
without
knew
a
the
doubt.
Disney thing with when
With dongs?
Aladdin goes, good teenagers take off their clothes.
Yeah, that was the first one I saw.
I replayed that the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I was like,
That's some creepy shit.
yeah, dude. You're gonna tell me there's not a lot of pedos kicking around? I mean, they said teenagers,
Yeah.
and it got through a production team.
Good teenagers take off your clothes.
Yes, good tiger.
He's
good
like, whoa, Raja. Yeah.
Yep. Then he goes off camera. Goes, good teenager. It's pretty fucking clear.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, I caught it when I was like 10.
Dude.
I took my clothes off.
Did you really?
Right
You
away.
got naked?
I listened to him.
I did too.
I
was
always listen to Aladdin.
like, I definitely pulled out Tinas, and I was like, what am I doing?
Tinas is. I'm telling you, bro. That if you could have seen the wild Tinas I was dealing with in this fucking car,
I'm sure I can imagine.
it was a
your
wild
Tinas, dude.
Tinas, dude. I'm talking
You had a fucking teeny
teen,
Tinas.
dude.
Oh, dude, my Tinas goes fucking wild, dude.
teen right now, chilling. I
I'm rocking
teen out when
dude.
we're
This
in
is-
here.
This is teen. This
When
is
you're
fucking-
casting, all the blood is to your brain.
for sure,
The
dude.
teenus is
You get
second
Bezos'
nature.
brain, dude, when you're casting.
Every once in a while, you'll say something that gets me thick.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're talking about a girl French bath, and I think I
Girl French bath, please, girl listener, if you're a French bather, don't be afraid. Slide in the DMs with a sick, solid fucking
French bath.
French bath vid.
Wow.
For me and the dog to fucking we'll tag team a cell phone vid.
For sure. We'll give you.
Won't even send it to 'em.
One French bath for a double Tinas video, dude. We'll definitely show you our Tinuses, dude.
We'll get the teenuses dancing
Dude,
on TikTok.
let that become a female fetish of just checking out flaccid Tinuses, dude. I would definitely be the Ron Jeremy of flaccid Tinuses.
Yeah,
Oh my god, look how fucking swell that is. How?
Yeah, I'm not afraid. I'll drop teen.
Although I will say, if you're ever feeling bad about your bird, Google like legitimate micro penis.
Yeah.
Like, Google that for real, and you're just like,
I got a
Lex
regular
Steele real quick.
Yeah,
dude.
you
You're
feel like, oh, it's like nice. I got a regular dong. But I will say, if I see somebody with my size dong in a porn, I'm like, next.
yeah, oh for sure.
Get out of here with that.
I can't even see it.
Yeah.
I get so upset.
If I see a dong around my size in a porn, I'm like, this is weird.
This is so
This is
lame.
gross looking.
Yeah, dude. I can't fuck with that. Hell no, dude.
It's a sick fetish, though.
What? Tinas?
Tenis
This
fetish?
got to exist.
Definitely.
Dude, honestly, that probably
Remember when the Democrats, and remember when everybody was trying to fucking force a penis onto Trump and be like, he's got a penis.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, man.
Weird move.
Why are we penis shaming?
Yeah, why are you attacking Tinuses, dude? Why are you attacking Tini?
That's, you know who led the attack on that? Dudes with penis.
You think so? Yeah, that was definitely a projection.
They know that that's a shameful cross to bear. Yeah, they won't put that on their enemies.
Yeah. That's tough, man. Especially micro birds, like real tough. Like when you're talking you're talking about a functional bird, it might not be like the best, but you're talking about like unfunctional micro bird, dude. That's like
It's a curse.
it's a tough curse.
It's a curse.
They got to be able to do something for that.
They got to be able to thicken your teen.
Something, dude. I mean, I don't know how you'd even jelk a micro bird.
That'd
Did you
be
ever
tough
Google
to.
like a pure micro bird?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah, they're fucking.
They're tough to
I'm
watch.
jealous. They're tough. They're tight, dude.
You want one?
Yeah, dude.
Just a thick clit.
Yeah, tiny.
nutsack
I want
underneath
to
it?
shrink up, dude. I want to go from small to smoother, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I want to go fucking tiny. I'm trying to hide my bird.
No, I want to. I got to
That's
get
the bird of the future.
Tennis.
Yeah, dude.
We've talked about that too.
What?
Dudes with penises run the world.
Oh, for sure.
If you got a thick hog, you're chilling.
Although I wonder about that sometimes. I think there's a whole like elite underground society of just hogs, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Dudes with thick birds.
So it's got to power you at some point. When you're like, if you have the ultimate hog, you'd think you'd be like, I'm destined for great things. But I think sometimes it has the opposite effect where you're like, I've got
you
all
just
that
chill.
I need. I've got all that.
Everything I need is right here.
True.
I think if you have a penis, you're ready to fucking rage.
Yeah, but I feel like if you had a hog and you saw like a lot of people with penises bossing you around, you'd have to be like, I gotta fucking get this.
Yeah, they buck the system and they get fired unless you're Trump Dog.
True.
Trump Dog has a hog, and because if you're playing by the rules, you're a penis.
He has a hog tip. No one's really got in on his fucking full route.
His shaft?
The shaft is to be determined. He has a fat head.
I mean, if you have a fat head, you have a decent dong.
True.
If you have a thick head, that's a good donger.
True. It counts.
You can't have a penis and a thick
if you're
head.
measuring for a manhood, that was what happened to me with a manhood. I was like, it's got to be a small one. I forgot how I have a fucking mushroom tip.
You got a fat head.
I got a mushroom tip, so I failed to measure the mushroom tip, and I was like, I gladly sent it back and was like, yo, Randy, notch it up a little bit, bro. From smallest to second to smallest.
You ordered the smallest first?
I thought I did. I thought I needed the smallest.
That's because you're a humble man.
I'm humble, dude.
You're not gonna...
I'm hum. And then I was like, yo, Randy. I remember I sent him the email. I'm like, yo, I'm not bragging, bro, but send me a next size up. And he was just like, oh, dude, totally no problem. It happens
He's
all
like,
the time.
hell yeah.
It's Randy. Randy probably has a hog, dude.
If you get a size too big, you gotta keep it and just not take it back.
Yeah, you just got.
You can't email the guy and be like, my dick's smaller than I fucking
set
imagined.
up an alternate account, dude.
If something's happening. I don't know. It shrunk.
I told you the first time I slept with that on, dude. I got chubby in the middle of the night and woke up and was like, oh, it was the weirdest feeling. Dude.
Really?
My bird was trying to bust out. I was in a tennis cage, dude, and my fucking hard bird was trying to bust out.
That definitely resulted in a JO.
It was a weird.
Did it?
No.
What?
I was sleeping next to my babe, so I just woke up and like wrapped it off. I was like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" But yeah, you
woke up to a thick. You woke up to a throbbing teeny.
I mean, I was just a little brat, dude.
You need to be submitted, dude. This is just gibberish. You were a little brat, dude. You needed to be. You got the spanking you deserved.
Yeah, that was the absolute spanking I deserved, dude. It was literally, you woke up and it was like my body was trying to have a boner, and it was just like Canada was just utterly oppressing.
Canada is oppressive.
The northern front was just constricting my boner. It was a weird thing to wait. It was like waking up having to pee, waking up having a panic. I've done all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Wake up panic attacks over a fucking ticket, dude. And you wake up and you're just like,
that's weed. That's a weed edible.
That happens, yeah, right?
That's an edible.
Is that just? I thought that was just
an
me.
edible. That's not life.
Did you ever eat?
Yes.
For some reason, when I like
the time I ate that whole bag of gummies you left.
So you wake up and my thing is,
I woke up in one of the darkest fucking pits of despair I've ever been in. I woke up in that. Oh, I've talked about this. It was a fucking Soul Joel gig.
Yep.
I woke up in a basement of a casino.
Windowless hotel room
in a casino.
And you had a.
I had the
North
Mexican
African sweet boy.
I had a fucking sweet boy, but I forgot the sweet boy was there. So I woke up in this pitch black room. Dude, I was hammered, and you left a bag of gummies.
Yeah.
Normally, I would eat like one and be high.
What were they?
I ate all of them.
I made like granola bars or something. I made something fucking weird, and I was like, "Don't eat all of these."
Ate the whole thing.
No, they were fucking. They were like these cinnamon bun things that I made. That was the reason I missed Christmas 2 years ago. I fucking ate these cinnamon buns with my babe, dude. Me and my babe got forged in the fire. Our third date, we ate those things. I remember they were so evil and wicked. I was like, I have to get rid of these things. Dude, we ate
You dropped them off, dude.
We ate them, and I was like, fucking, I literally had to call my mom. I missed Christmas, and I had to nurse this basically stranger babe, who's now my babe since we were forged in the flames. We had just like our relationship was started in like mutual psychosis where we both were just like, that was what I was talking about when I kept envisioning Pangea. Like I couldn't stop seeing Pangea, and I was like there, and I was like, she's like, what's the matter? I was like, nothing.
All the continents were together once.
I was like, nothing. I was thinking about tectonic plate shifting, and I was like so geeked on it, dude. And I was like, oh my God, the shit going on under us. And then she literally was like, I'm not here, and I was like, "Oh God, dude!" 6 hours of it, just nonsense, of just a double hallucination, dude. It was insane. That's what I gave you. They were like supercharged. They were cinnamon buns where I made icing out of weed coconut oil and spread. Well, you guys must have eaten like 300 milligrams, dude.
It started. The end of the night was me chasing the sweet boy around the hotel.
Yes.
pretending I was going to murder him.
Yeah, you were drunk. You were going to fucking.
I was
you were the
pretending
hitchhiker.
to follow him
That's
around.
what happened to the hitchhiker. He was pretending.
For sure. I was definitely like, if I would have caught him, I would have squeezed him hard. Now he was like, okay, dude, stop.
Would you have mounted his head?
Chasing him around the hotel. He's like, all right, dude, stop.
You guys were like Tom and Jerry.
It really was, dude. He kept slipping through my legs. But yeah, then I woke up the next morning, pitch black.
Wait, but you went home. We went home drunk. I gave Mecky an edible.
I was drunk.
We ate, and I ate a little edible, and I gave one to Mecky, I believe. Then you guys stayed there, or maybe it was another night. I forget.
I stayed in the hotel and ate the rest of all the weed.
Did you guys eat Skizzlers, or did you guys eat?
I think they were Skizzlers. I don't think they were the cinnamon buns.
Okay, it might have been Skizzlers.
These might have been some Skizzlers. It was a whole bag of gummies.
Yeah, that was
like a Ziploc bag of gummies.
That might have been Generation 1 when I did alcohol tincture, Skizzlers, and fucking blew up the kitchen.
It was, again, though, that's the psychosis. Like, I woke up because I went in blacked out. So I was okay going. I mean,
Yeah.
I was retarded, but like my brain wasn't working. But then when I woke up,
Yep.
it was just the Skiz. It was me and the Skizzlers
Yep.
in the dark. I was like, this room's haunted. I was like, this is. I didn't know where I was, and I forgot Mecky was. He was like asleep on the chair.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he was like, "Are you all right, man?" I was like, "What? Who's there?"
You're just like, oh, God.
Yeah, I seriously woke up like, oh. He was like, Shane. I was like, who is that? Yeah, man, that's
Waking up high is
waking up
worse,
high
dude.
fucking blows.
It's fucking tough, dude.
Yeah, that's that
happened to me, dude,
Waking
this
up having
weekend.
panic attacks is not normal. Waking up having a weed panic attack is.
See,
That's what's happening.
to me. It happens to me if I eat edibles or smoke weed, I have to like wait a couple hours before I go to bed. Otherwise, I go to. There's like the feeling that I'm high. I'm laying there and I feel it, and I'm just like, I can't go to sleep now. I will wake up and be like, oh,
Yeah.
oh. It's like this weird way. It sucks. No, also happens to apparently Joey Diaz.
Oh, really?
Might be a sleep apnea thing. I could have sleep app because I have a deviated septum because I play sports.
I have a deviated septum.
You played sports, obviously.
And I played sports.
Exactly. That's why you get.
That's
them.
why you
If you
get
don't
them.
play sports, you don't get a deviated septum.
Really?
Yeah,
that makes
basically.
sense.
That's what happens.
Us athletes get that all the time.
Us warriors, dude. Modern day warriors. Is what.
Bro,
what
I
it is.
talked about it a little on stage. I don't know if you remember it. There's a video McKeever sent me.
What?
This lady approaching a cop, and she gets fucking leveled. It's so fucking funny.
Why do they level her?
She walks up to the cop's walking towards her, and she comes like at him,
Yeah.
like kind of like walking, like what the. She's literally like, "What the
Oh,
fuck
okay.
are you gonna do?"
And he
just Goldberg spear like his heart, like lifts her off the ground. It
yeah,
slams
cops
her.
are allowed to beat up ladies.
But when he hits her, she's like, "What the fuck?" Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God, I remember
You
that.
hear her get hit with the fucking.
oh, that's so
It's
fucking
so
funny.
good. That reminds me. There's like sports, like growing up. Like I've been hit
Yeah,
enough
exactly.
times
You
that I
know.
know I've experienced that. Oh,
You would brace your core if you saw the cop Goldberging you.
yeah, but you wouldn't have that attitude.
Sure, you
because you've been
wouldn't,
hit
yeah.
hard enough
For sure.
throughout your life to know like don't talk
Yeah.
shit.
That's like being never punched in the face. You'll talk to guys and you're like, you've never got punched in the face, have you?
Yeah.
There's people who are so fucking annoying that you just meet them and you're like, no one's ever fucking flattened your nose, dude. Dude, there was the Norristown police are under fire. They broke up. They called it a fight on the news. They're like local cops. They like choke. They put one girl in the triangle choke. What they don't say. This is the thing. And I'm usually I see that shit. I'm like, these fucking cops are out of control, dude. There was a fight, and they call it a fight between 50 to 100 teenagers. That's a fucking battle, dude. It's not a
teens.
fight. That's a battle.
The penises.
There was no. It's not teenagers. They might have been some penises, but it was teenagers. 50 to 100
Dude,
teenagers.
if you're in a fight, there's
or-
a bunch of penises flopping.
That's true. True that.
Fight mode, your penis
True,
is
dude.
locked
That
in.
might be absolute peak tenis.
That was all tenis.
That's peak tenis.
The adrenaline going, you have no tenis.
50
You have
to
all
100.
tenis.
So they're like calling it a fight. I'm like, that's a fucking. That's a
rumble.
little. That's a battle.
That
first
is a
of all.
battle.
That was a military coup going on.
Yeah.
And these dude, there was like 6 cops. No, I think it was 3 cops go there, and they're like, fuck. So they're trying to break up like a 50-person fight. And again, usually when you seeing that, like, I doubt all 50 people are fighting because there was a fight of 50 people. Just statistically, like 70% of them they're not going to really fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, still, dude, even if like 25 people were going full fucking like Royal Rumble, and it was
Yeah.
at a carnival, so then like. So these cops are getting in there, breaking up this fight, and he ends up he choked a girl out. And as he's like has this girl, he's like, stop, blah blah blah. The other people are coming in, like punching the cops in the face. People are going nuts in this thing. But yeah, they're
Wow.
saying like they were calling. This was like they were like,
Did she
please.
tap or did he sleep her?
She didn't go to sleep. She was just like, and then like people saw her, I guess like him choking the cop. They're like, blah, blah, blah. At the same time, dude, if there's a 50-person fight, people could die. So it's like if you're going in there.
You know what's funny? I thought this was honkies.
No.
Until you said people are around going blah 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 blah. Right then I was like, oh, it's black people.
Yeah, there's a black lady.
I knew you did that. You did that.
What did it?
Blah 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 blah.
That's what was going on out.
Yeah.
Dude. So then they had like a city council
funny.
meeting. Oh, dude, it was crazy.
Instantly, I was like, oh, I thought this was honks.
This wasn't honks.
I
Dude.
thought it was wild honks.
No, this wasn't no wild. There could be some honks in there.
Those wild honks, dude.
There's some wild honks, dude. This was fucking.
So there were probably not that many penises.
That's why I was like, oh,
That's why,
penises.
yeah.
But no, there still were some relative penises. So there might have been some teenies fucking flopping around.
Meaty teenies, dude. Real meaty teenies.
Some teenies, I wouldn't
They'd call
mind.
it tenis, but I'd be like, we'll take it.
One man's penis is another man's fucking hog, dude.
That's exactly right. And that's important to live by. You got to remember that.
Dude, they had the fucking they had like a press conference. They had like an open meeting the next day.
They had a press conference. It's so funny.
Concerned citizens. So they're like, I guess they're like commissioner, Norristown's commissioner. I don't know who this guy was, but he definitely was the one fielding all the angry black people afterwards, being like, you guys got to stop choking. Literally, it was just you see the video. It's all black people in there, and the one lady goes full fucking like traditional African garb, and is in there like, dude, it's a teenage girl, and the guy's like, yeah, no, the police guy is like, yeah, it is, but like, that was a really fucked up situation to go handle. There's like 50 people fighting, and I can guarantee you, he's like, the guy starts off, he's like, Norristown's not a racist police department. He's like, this was just a really shitty situation. And he's like, we had to control it. And they were like, well, then they interviewed just some white guy on his porch, and he was like, I was there. I filmed it on my phone. They didn't do anything wrong. He was just kind of like,
of course.
He's like, I have 2 kids. This dude was a wild honky, though. So this guy, like, he almost was a street urchin, where it's just totally unidentifiable race. This guy was like, I don't know what the fuck this guy was.
Neck tat, gym shorts.
Yeah, dude, this guy
Yeah.
was a street urcin. Tan, like, real
Weird
tan.
facial hair.
Yeah, for sure. Had
Yeah.
like a weird spike going on. He was just kind of like, so they had like, so
He was like a boardwalk person.
very boardwalk localish. Street urchins are just when boardwalk locals find their way into a city, a major metropolitan area, and you're like, sir, what's your ethnicity? And you're like, don't know. You're like, oh fuck. But yeah,
What's your ethnicity?
sir?
Excuse me, sir.
No idea. They just sent it back, dude, on a fucking on what's it called? On Ancestry. There's like 100% street urchin.
Street urchin.
Origins, Ocean City, New Jersey, Atlantic City, street urchin.
Yeah, dude, they crawled out of the sea. They did. They're like early in evolution. There was like a fish that crawled onto the boardwalk and just
I forget
started
what
to walk.
some guy was just like, I don't know, this fucking guy's like a street urchin. I don't know what the fuck he is.
The street urchin's so funny. It's street urchin.
Urchin, yeah.
Like an urchin, like
like
a
an
fucking
urchin.
stationary, like mollusk type, like a boat latches onto something.
I don't know. It's like, it could be anyone. You can look, if you look at him with like one eye closed, like, I think he's Asian. If you're like, that's a white guy, you're like, I don't know what the fuck this guy is.
Yeah, they're a bunch of Logics.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Logic and Pete Davidson and Logic.
He's a
They're
street
all
urchin.
Pete Davidsons, dude.
Street urchin. But usually they'll rock some wild fucking gear, dude. It'll be like prison tats and a fucking wife beater, and you'll see this guy, and you're just like, "Oh fuck you!"
Yeah,
up
they're wearing that Shaq gear from Walmart.
yeah, dude. So they
Like
interview-
a
they interview-
fucking
exactly.
full basketball uniform from like Rucker Park from the 90s.
It'll be like a ball. Remember the chain and ball necklace that was really sick? Like if you were in the corner, it'd be like rocking one of those and spike.
Yeah.
And it's like, but he went on there. He was like, "I got 2 kids, 7 and 9. I was watching, film some of it." He was like, "I mean, they did what they had to do. That was a." He's like,
That's urchin justice, though.
Yeah, dude.
That's
exactly.
street urchin justice. You
I
don't
think,
want
dude,
that.
That's I mean, again, it's like I wasn't there, but it's like if you got to break up a fight of 50 people, how are you going to? And then if they were like just sat there and watched 50 kids fight and like 2 kids died because they were trampled to death, then
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck? Why they just sat there and did nothing? It's like,
Yeah.
how do you break up a fucking fight? If you're getting punched in the face by like 9, the video is like 4 people coming in and hitting this guy, and he's just like, stop, and he's fucking has something. He's like, stop, and then like, dude, he's like, there's another guy fucking punching back. It's wild, dude. Imagine going to your job and having to fist fight 50 fucking teenagers.
That's awesome.
That was full Double Dragon, dude. Those guys went in there, and it was just
just went back to back?
It was just Billy and Jimmy, dude.
They went back to back and were like, "You ready to do this?"
It was like a 2D scrolling thing of young teenagers, dude. It was so fucking funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
Norristown Police Department, fucking. I gotta ask Sid the Kid about that. Sid the Kid's from Norristown.
Dude, I was just thinking how much I loved Sid the Kid.
Dude, he was cracking
He was
me up
great this weekend.
He was just stuck in the green room, dude. He
So
couldn't get out.
funny.
He was too high.
You gave him, what did he have?
Creepy, Keefy crawler,
He had
dude.
a Keefy crawler.
I made a Keefy crawler.
Keefy crawlers.
That might be the best adventure.
Really, I gotta have
I'm
one.
very Musk-like. I'm not gonna like copy trade out. I just want to put it out to the people. Just like a weed gummy that you.
Dude, you know it'd be sick if you started making creepy crawler
Keefy crawlers.
ovens. Like, remember those toys?
Yeah.
If you made those, just pour this in, and it makes you a Keefy crawler.
Yeah, but you see the process itself. You could do that, but you could just make the gummies. It would be dry sift hash sold separately. Because the mixture it's just like weed gummy rolled in hash, citric acid, and sugar. So it's like a Sour Patch Kid, but it's just rolled in.
Could you make a
Decarb
creepy
Keef.
crawler oven type toy?
No, because you don't make gummies in an oven. You're thinking of an easy bake.
No, but what are the creepy crawlers?
Were
Like a
like
gelatin.
plastic action figures.
No, they were
You
like
didn't eat
little
them.
jelly.
Yeah, you didn't eat them.
No, but it was like little gelatin.
Making gummies
things.
is more of a boil.
Creepy crawlers were not plastic. Creepy crawlers were like the same texture as like a gummy bear.
But they weren't edible.
I know, but I'm fucking saying, could you make them edible?
No, that's the thing. When you cook, I'm
All right.
telling you, when you cook gummies, you can't cook gummies in an oven. You got to cook them in a thing. You got to
See,
be,
this is this is the difference
you gotta
between
be Chef
somebody
Boyardee
like
beans,
you
dude.
and Musk, dude. Musk would come up with a way.
I
You
mean-
just sit back and say it's impossible. I sit here and say things like, "Let's do it."
I'm
I'm
Chef
a dreamer.
I'm Chef
nah,
Boyardee,
you're
dude.
trapped in this basic world. I'm out here.
You're Musk, dude?
This is 6D chess. I'm like, how can we make kids toys to make edible weed?
No, dude, you have to cook. You cook. Ooh, we playing footsie?
You
bro?
footsie me?
It's about to be lemon party.
I'll fucking suck your dick right here.
I'm gonna lay on my side and put my
We gotta get one
penis
more.
on
We gotta
you,
get
dude.
fucking Dorian back here and run a train on him. He's a little sweet fucking.
Oh,
He's
dude.
a sweet Hispanic
Oh, he's
boy.
a treat, dude.
He's a sweet lad.
He's a little churro,
He's
dude.
a
I'd fucking
little
love to get a piece
chorito,
of-
dude. Dip
The only
him in
thing I
sugar.
I called dibs on him a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember that. Pretty much when he was new, you were like, I gotta fuck him.
I called
first
dibs,
dibs,
dude.
as soon as we break him
People
open.
don't know this about the Philly comedy scene. Me and Shane were very much like the people think the government works, with like tons of satanic rituals. If you want to get on helium regularly, you gotta like spray like goat's blood and cum all over yourself, and then let me and Shane fuck you, dude. We're very 1% in terms of
Very. 1%.
any young male comics on the come up. They gotta suck. If you see anyone who's got on the list from like 2014 onwards, they've definitely sucked.
They submitted to us.
Definitely sucked.
They
us.
were little brats.
Oh, for sure.
They were
dude.
open mic brats.
Whenever I hear someone like, "Why don't I get on the list?" I finally walk up to them in the Helium Alley and I'm like, "You know what you need to do." And
Come
I
to
fucking
621.
pass them the note, dude.
Give them the address and say, be here at 3 a.m.
Yeah, dude.
The witching hour.
Kill your fucking young niece.
3 a.m., dude.
You got to sacrifice a life.
Sacrifice your niece to TikTok. You got to give us one video of your niece singing on TikTok.
Yeah, it's very. There's a lot of fucking secret society,
dark
and pedophilic
stuff going on
Oh
here.
yeah, for sure. This is it. We're in Epstein's Island, dude.
This is getting spooky.
Dorian's our fucking cash cow. Ooh, you turn the
I
light
turned the
off
lights
on me.
off. It's very spooky in here.
Dude.
Wow.
It's gonna get real scary. Do you hear about the fucking Asian guy who was a journalist? They're thinking there's foul play. He died.
How so?
Well, I just started thinking of all the spookiest things I
That's
could
the
think of now.
spooky stuff.
Dude.
Dude,
So
killing an Asian journo?
he was a public defender, and he ran like his own little independent news source where he was like a police brutality watchdog. So somehow he got his hands on a leaked
He's a
internal
tasty
police memo.
watchdog, dude.
He's a tasty watchdog.
He would eat this watchdog.
Dude, so he got his hands on a police memo, and he was the police found out, and they were like, "Give us your source," and he was like, "No, as a journalist, I'm not giving you my source." And they're on camera. The police took a sledgehammer to his door, came into his house, and like confiscated all of his property and shit. And then not long after, if I'm getting the story right, not long after, he had an overdose of cocaine and alcohol, and now he's dead. Yeah, dude. And everyone's just kind of saying foul play,
Spooky.
dude. Dude, that's fucked up.
Very spooky.
The local.
Turn the light back on now. It's spookies. Got too spooky.
Isn't that fucking? I know. I couldn't really see.
Local
That was
police
very-
fucking breaking in and giving you too much blow.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what happened to him, but they broke in, stole all of his shit because he was basically investigating some sort of police case that he thought was corrupt. He was a public defender, so he was on the
He was
inside.
probably looking up Kai. He was probably trying to free that hitchhiker.
Probably was.
Where
dude.
was he? Where was
California.
He really?
Yeah, dude.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
We might have stumbled. You better keep your mouth shut, or
Yeah.
I'm gonna end up ODing on coke, and there's
Exactly,
gonna be a
dude.
bit of a
It's
conspiracy
going to
behind
clearly
it.
be the San Francisco police on that one, dude. Coke and booze. They
They'll get
fucking
you.
they guzzled him with Twisted Teas, dude, and fucking shot him with Coke, and that was it. That was a wrap.
Went out partying though.
Gave him a case of Twisties and a fucking 8-ball, and they were like, it's done.
It is done, dude.
We're out of here.
How do you? Yeah, that's a white man's trick against the Asians for a long time.
You think so?
Getting them on drugs.
True.
It's been an ancient trick,
Dropping
dude.
them the opium wars and shit.
Yeah. It's hard to control the Chinese. You gotta drug them out.
True. You think we've made up anime for that purpose?
No, that wasn't honkies, was it?
Could have been a
You
psyop.
think we could have? You think that
Nah,
was the CIA?
They might have. When all the opium ran out, they got their shit together. Like, all right, enough.
You think the CIA is administering anime to the black community? Could
you think
be.
so?
Trying to
Did black people fuck with anime? I know they fuck with.
people love
I know they love
anime.
anime. I'm thinking anime porn, but I mean, if you watch anime, you'll probably watch anime porn.
Definitely.
Speaking from experience,
Have you?
watched anime porn? Fuck yeah,
Have you come to it?
fuck yeah,
Really?
definitely. I can't get into it anymore, but I remember I was like real into cartoon porn for a while.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's the world I could never even. I even wanted to get into it, and I couldn't.
Oh yeah, well I wanted to, and I did, and then I was just kind of after a while, I was just like, I can't watch it.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, I told you, the Savita Bobby was like that. Was,
Oh yeah, that's right. You love Savita Bobby.
You know what it was? I
She's a
remember
hot
my
Indian.
friend had like OG Predator comic books that showed tits, and I remember when I was younger, I saw that, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that's the fucking best thing
Yeah.
ever. And then I,
Soder gave me a comic book
showed tits.
that has It's
Dude.
called The Boys.
What?
They're actually making a show about it on Amazon now. It's a fucking sick ass show. Or like the book, like I mean, I read them. I have them when I'm taking shits.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Comic books
Can
are
you-
good for dumps.
Comic books are nice. I'm surprised you
Elite
read them.
dump. I know that's the only
You're a
comic book.
bully, dude.
Only comic book I've ever
Should
read.
have punched him as soon as he gave it to you.
Didn't finish them, but still liked them.
I scanned the Predator and saw tits. My friend showed that was my experience with comic books. My friend was like, "There's tits in my comic books." I was like, "These things are fucking lame."
This is like a
Show
world.
me tits, and I was like, "Give me that."
Yeah,
Let me
this is
see
like
that.
a world where superheroes are assholes.
Yeah,
They're basically the same as like celebrities and like athletes and like.
gotcha.
So like they fuck and they like fuck prostitutes to death and shit.
What?
Yeah,
It's a dark comic book.
it is dark, and the boys are the group of dudes that like control them. Basically,
I'm
like the
out.
Watchmen.
Patriarchy, basically.
The boys come in and fucking kill
Who are the boys?
superheroes.
Played by Jared Leto.
The CIA fucking, the government's behind
Really?
it. The government helps the boys. Every time the superheroes get out of control, the government's like, all right, boys,
Is it like
Go
boys?
ahead.
BYBOYZ?
no. This is British.
Plain old
It wasn't
boys?
cool
It's
enough.
the boyos, dude.
They're the boyos, dude.
What?
It's a weird fuck. It is weird.
So
I couldn't fully get
boys
into it.
versus superheroes,
Yeah.
and they're making this in a show.
Amazon's making it.
I can't fuck with superheroes, dude.
It's tough. Although
don't
that
know.
one superhero movie looks sick.
What?
It's about like if Superman was evil. It's basically if Superman was an incel. He fucks the school up. He
Yeah.
he finds out
School
he's
shooter.
God. Yeah,
We've seen this movie.
true. We made it. We just
seen
made
the
it
prequel.
2 weeks ago. We wrote it.
True that. That's true.
That got me thick.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like I said, I go watch the Marvel stuff with my babe, but like
I can't even.
I just, dude, I ate a fucking. I went and saw not Infinity, whatever it's called, Endgame.
Yeah.
And I'll sneak a heavy edible, and I'll go into I'll just like sit there and just watch. It was 3 fucking hours, and I was like, "There's no way I'm fucking dealing with this, dude." So I made tea. I had this like little coconut oil concoction, put it in some tea, ripped some tea before I went, and dude, it was so weird because I was watching this movie, and I'm like, that thing must not have kicked in. I was like, what the fuck? That's so weird. And I was like, yeah, maybe my tolerance is getting stronger. I like left after the movie. She was like watching, it's like, the credits come up.
Yeah, and then you
scene
see the
comes
end.
up. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit the bathroom before the other thing comes up. Dude, I walked out and I was like, I am high as fuck. And I was like,
Really?
Sometimes if you get so high, you don't you feel almost sober. I don't know if you've ever done that before, but you're
Yeah.
just like I used to smoke myself sober all the time, where you just get so high, you hit a point where you're like, I'm sober now. It's weird, but I was in the I went into the bathroom and I was just like, what the fuck? And there's for some reason this bathroom, it's the AMC on Broad Street near Temple. There's no mirror in the bathroom. You just wash your hands at a sink and there's just a tile wall. So I walked right past that. I'm sitting there pissing in the urinal. You know when you're really high and all of a sudden you're like, this is wrong. like something's wrong.
Yeah.
It's all wrong right
Every
now.
fucking time I
Dude,
get high.
So I'm sitting in there. I'm starting to go down a rabbit hole. I'm like, I thought I wasn't high. I'm actually high as fuck right now.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
god. Dude, it was the Saturday of the second show. So I'm like,
Oh, you got high that day?
that afternoon, I was so fucking high, and I'm in the bathroom, and I'm sitting there, and I didn't think I was gonna be like that. So I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Literal red pill, blue pill moment. I'm in there, and I was just my little penis. I'm holding it, I'm peeing, and I was just like, no, I'm not fucking doing this. And I, dude, just completely reversed it, and was just like, not gonna be a fucking pussy about this at all. And
Nice.
just turned it off. Dude, it's crazy.
That's
I
great.
can't explain it. And that's been what I tried to work on lately. And I've been
Getting
trying to explain
high as
to people,
fuck and
get
turn it
super
off.
high, and you get yourself where you're like, this is wrong. Everything's wrong. And like, dude, I was walking by the fact that there wasn't a mirror, that bothered me. I was like, there's not a fucking mirror. This is fucking weird. Everything's weird as fuck right now, dude. But I had fully just been like, nah, dude, that shit's fucking. I'm not doing that, and just completely champed it. And was riding like I was riding like a full. Just man wave. I was like, I'm a fucking man, dude. This shit doesn't bother me, dude. It was so tight, dude. I was
Damn.
walking around in my champion zip up, like I'm a fucking grown man.
New
dude.
champion zip
A little
up
bit
is
of weed doesn't
nice.
knock me off course, dude. It was fucking. Telling you, there's a thing to be had by doing that, and it's like it's not like a one time like change. Like I totally changed my whole personality. It's you can get into the space where you grab the ship and you just go and you just pull the thing a little bit and you can tweak it just a tiny little bit. Then it all wears off and you're just like, I'm my usual fucking bitch ass fat gay self. I'm telling you, if you get in there enough, dude, you can tweak it. I'm telling
I can't
you,
risk it.
you have to.
I
do
can't
it.
risk
You
riding
have
those
to do it,
waves,
dude.
dude.
You have to ride the waves.
I can't crash into those waves.
Dude,
I've tried every single time I get high.
Well, what was weird was like when I was like 19.
If I saw no mirrors, I would go into a. I'd freak out. I'd
was
be
a
like,
purple
I can't have
backsplash.
mirrors here because people keep breaking them because this is a shitty neighborhood and this is a bad place and I'm in a bad place and yeah. And what kind of asshole would break a mirror? And then I'd go like,
Dude,
just
I've been flipping it to where it's like instead of being like I'm so fucked up, I'm like, no, I'm enhanced right now, and I just like, dude, I can turn. It's like your whole body responds totally different based off like that little different tweak of thought. It's crazy.
all right.
It is fucking crazy.
Maybe I'll get super fucking high this week.
You have to do it, dude.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You think that's a good choice?
Yes, and you have to do it. And you have to just completely rely on yourself and just battle it, dude.
I can't rely on myself.
You can, dude. That's what I used to think. I used to be able to like gobble mushrooms and all this kind of stuff, and it was like no problem. And then when I was like 23, I started getting real bad anxiety, and it took me back to ground zero, where like I'd smoke a little bit of weed and bug out, and I've been fighting a fight, dude, for years. Now I'm getting back up there. Where I'm like, yes, I can.
That's I mean, most shamans think that way.
Yeah,
like you got to enter the darkness and fight your way
you
out.
do, dude. I'm telling you.
I avoid it.
But that's why I like microdosing. A lot of people are like, that's shit's for fucking pussies. It's like, all right. If you can just gobble fucking tabs of acid, kudos to you. But it's nice to take regular Joes and like, here's a little bit of mushrooms, dude. And, get through that weird little like, oh, this is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. You can battle through it, dude. I have ice cubes now. I have a whole ice cube tray that's dedicated to like, I throw my little. So I graduate my little mushroom dosages where it starts out light. The next row is a little heavier, and I put them in there with like a little bit of lemon juice. So the lemon juice activates them, and they just go in the freezer, and they're just sitting there. So you just pop an ice cube out, chucking your tea, and like you're ready to roll, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
See, you're
now that
you're
I'm out of
here
school,
making
I have
shit.
time. I have time now that I'm out of school.
Oh, this isn't good.
Yeah, the Patreon's about to get popping. The Myth Patreon, dude. I've already hit people
Talk
up. So
to some boys.
talk myths. I got 2 people lined up. So.
Booty and Tarpy.
No, I got to talk to Booty and Tarpy, dude.
They'll
I have
listen
2
to some
people.
myths.
Yeah, I have 2 people right now, and I have
Pittsburgh dogs will listen.
They'll trust me. Once they start popping off, it'll be tight.
Shout out to the Pittsburgh
Dude, I've been
dogs.
manning the email too.
Yeah.
Did you see the one show that wants to get us on? The God Show? I've never heard of this
No.
before. It's a
Oh,
show
yeah,
where
that
this guy
email?
talks about they talk
He
as
is God?
Yeah, and we could talk to God through this guy. They want to do a crosscast or just have us on their podcast. One of the two. So I was like, I'm about to go on there and disrupt. I'm a duelist, dude.
They don't want us on there.
I'm gonna go on there and be the devil. Like I'm
Definitely.
the fucking devil, dude.
I'm just gonna say that this is corny.
I'm a duelist, dude. I'm
I'm gonna go as me and say that your idea sucks.
dude. I'm telling you, we should do it. We should disrupt
right.
the Godcast.
I'll fuck with them.
Me as a fucking alchemist,
Fuck's
duelist.
heavy with them.
Dude. The guy's claiming he's doing big numbers. So
Yeah, they.
I thought it was a generic email at first. I was like, oh, this guy sends this out to like 100 people.
What time is it? Where are we at?
Yeah, we're at like an hour and a half, dude.
All right, that's enough.
Yeah, let's.
I've had enough of this.
Yeah, dude. I'm Musk. You're fucking
no,
Bezos.
you're not
Bezos,
Musk.
dude.
All right, got some sick ass shows, and no, you're. All right, I'll take Bezos.
Give me
I'm
Bezos.
very
I'm
corporate.
Musk.
I'm
Fair
a
enough.
corporate machine,
Dude.
I actually make shit.
Fair
Bezos
enough.
doesn't, or fucking Musk isn't doing shit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He just comes out and says he's going to do the coolest shit in the world. And everyone's like, wow, what a genius.
Yeah.
We're going to live on Mars this week.
Dude,
It's like, all right, let me see it.
he made it possible.
He's a fucking dildo, dude.
Nah, dude. They're trying to smear him. They'll no doubt smear him.
The 7th and 8th of June,
Where you going?
I'll be at the Tampa Improv with Big J. So if you're a Florida boy, come out 7th and 8th of June.
Tampa, north or south?
Tampa. What?
Is that north or south?
Of what?
Florida. Florida.
Tampa?
Yeah.
Is it north of Florida?
No, is it north or south Florida?
Oh, I was like, God damn, dude. It's like the west coast of Florida. Oh, so southern, not on the.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
it
You're
is
down
central.
south. You're not-
I believe it is central.
You're not up in the fucking north Florida.
No, we've been up there. Not in
I
that
don't wish
fucking,
that. I don't
not in
wish
that
that.
panhandle.
Nah, dude.
The 14th and 15th of June, I'll be at Bananas. That's a headlining
Jersey.
weekend. Bananas, I'll be headlining there. The 21st, 22nd, Skankfest. And that's it for now.
Oh yeah, then we're gonna do the live.
Might be
cast
doing a live cast at Skankfest.
We might.
Might be.
Wow.
Is that what you were about to say?
No, I thought I was just gonna go up there.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought it was.
I think we're trying to get. I'll talk to him and see if we can.
I thought it was a secret.
Yeah,
What?
it was. I thought you were about to say it. My bad.
No, that's no problem.
It's not even close to.
Got you.
It's not. I'm not
deal
sure if that's
hasn't been
happening.
finalized,
No
for sure.
deal has been finalized.
True.
But yeah, 7th and 8th Tampa, 14th, 15th Bananas, and then Skankfest.
Hell yeah.
So that's it. But yeah, come out to Bananas if you can, because I'm headlining that weekend, and
Bananas is gonna be lit, dude.
Bananas will be lit. I need people to come out, because otherwise it's just wops.
Ooh.
It's just
Oy,
geezer
dude.
wops, dude. And
It's
it's in a hotel.
You might need the
Like
dogs
in North
to buttress you
Jersey,
against the red guard, dude.
I need the dogs up there to buttress me against the old wops.
Yeah, dude.
Those fucking noodle fucking pieces of shit. I hate those fucking hook nose wops,
They're
dude. I
tough,
hate
dude.
wop. My niece is half wop.
Really?
That's why she's on the TikTok.
And you love her.
That's why she's on it. She sings doo-wop only.
Really?
She goes on. Yeah, she's a Jersey boy. I was making fun of her for being a wop. Oh, because we were singing Fetty Wap.
Yeah.
And I was making fun of Fetty Wap, saying he was an Italian. He was a wop.
God.
It's like, hey, what's up? Hello. And I was making fun of her for being a wop.
How'd
And
she take to being called a WAP?
She was laughing.
She thinks it's funny.
She has a good sense of humor. Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, every time you get in a pool, like your above ground swimming pool, there's a slick layer of oil on top of it when you swim because of all the grease, you dirty wop. Just nice stuff an uncle says
Yeah.
to a 12-year-old. Yeah, come out to Bananas, dude. I need people there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I've said my piece. Thanks to everybody that came out.
Yeah.
This past weekend at Helium. That shit was sick. All you guys are great. Thanks.
Praise the Lord, I was born to travel. Feeling like Slash in front of the chapel. I'm lean back with the Les Paul. Shit I smoke is like cholesterol. Spilled dressing on the vest at the festival, the best of all. Had a midget Puerto Rican at my beck and call. Best believe that there was neck involved.